And we're going. Oh yeah. We're back. We're back. Last session, I believe you guys got Tyrannosaurus wrecked by a big old black dragon, blue dragon, an ancient worm, which is super cool because you never get to fight worms in D&D because they murder you till you're dead and keep going. So that was fun. But during the battle, for the most part, you were doing well until the worm showed up. You guys really did wreck those T-Rexes. And during the panic of realizing the foe you were against was a little outside your ability, you you opened up the staff that was given to Anala by a certain god. And that staff opened up a portal into the realms of Celestia. You were able to, for the most part, get through that portal with Bjorn and an Anala staying behind, which you later found out they were okay, just injured. Bjorn was flying her back to the Ark for her to get the hell out of there before the event, which we know is the meteor carrying Time Stone and also the destruction of the world as we know it. Before it gets redone through the.
I didn't want to. I tried.
No, it's cool.
It worked.
No, it's fine.
It's cool. Bjorn will be one of the oldest creatures on the planet by the time you get back.
So, you guys be able to turn into a human by the time we get back.
But you were able to use some of the items to check in and communicate with not only Anala, also kind of Bjorn, but also with the folks back home in Mythfrost. You were able to check in on, oh my god, what's his name? Jensen. Jensen on the headband of intellect, and realize that he's at the table with royalty, the Callan's folks, where you were given the information kind of simultaneously that you were next in line of succession. And until a new leader is elected, you technically are the stand-in for the High Elder, the first Elder, I should say, of Thaldron, the King. Yes.
What is the? Do we know when the next election would be?
Do we know what?
When the next election would be? Because I know that it's
coming
up.
Yeah, it was going to be in the following year. So,
okay. So there's about a year left.
I will say like 6 to 8 months. That's likely why some of these plots were afoot to happen before the election.
Just using this as a reference for when I do this.
So you all were at the base level of Celestia, seeing multiple mountains climbing up to the top of this heavenly city. You were confronted by what looked to be very similar to Feria. This diva essentially gave the instructions to enter into Karasmaniel. You have to climb these mountains. And each mountain presents a test, some sort of trial you must pass. But before you get into the mountains, you have to prove that you have harmony with each other and with the world around you. This test was passed by Feria, confronting Immer and forgiving him, proving that harmony, even in the hardest of times, can be achieved. She got her wings. She got her wings back.
wings tonight.
Gross. You see a portal open in front of you all. Through the portal, you see a starry night. The diva sort of waves you in, saying, "The first mountain awaits, if you're worthy."
I'll hit it.
Follow.
Follow your king. Does everyone go into the portal?
I mean,
Yes.
Well, first, should we, how many challenges are there? Or-
5.
5. Did we mark that one off?
That was to prove if you were able to enter into the trials.
Cool. Great. She's just wiping tears.
Okay, this is how we're starting off. This is great. Just walk right in there, Callan. Yep. Great.
Callan's already gone.
No,
Callan's through the portal.
that was more of like a snide, like she already saw you go. That was more like a, and he's supposed to lead us all. Great.
Yes.
You
You go in and everyone there has curly mustaches and they say, welcome.
And then I'll follow
It'd be a
suit.
shame if you walked over those railroad tracks.
Ignore the TNT with it.
Oh, wait, they've already tied your lover onto them.
I mean, I can see Cornelius doing it. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, do it all again.
Yeah.
So, as you walk through this portal, you are met with a very different environment. This portal, as you walk in, is not clouds and bright celestial light. Instead, it is starlight. That it's almost as if it's a full moon, but there's no moon. It's just stars. It's eternally night here. This is Lunia, the first mountain of Celestia.
Do we know? I guess the question is someone telling us it's Lunia, or is this just plain
I'm just
knowledge?
telling you.
Okay.
Thanks.
You wouldn't. I don't know if you guys would necessarily know that yet. But
So
this
that's
is
why
the
I'm
first.
asking, like-
Yeah, this is the first mountain, essentially, of Celestia.
I know our book lore over here might know.
You're essentially, as you walk out of this portal, you're essentially on a island of sort of white stone, and as you look out, you see a sea, an ocean, twinkling with the reflection of the starlight. You see in the distance different white cliffs and different, very similar kind of islands, and some look to be only a few 100 feet across, some look to be miles across. But this ocean seems to go on.
Is it actual water?
You can find out. Yeah, it's actual water.
His hand in and it's acid.
Yeah.
Roll a wisdom saving throw. When you, well, yes, it's actual water.
Okay.
I was seeing if there was any like check you could roll, but that's stupid.
I know, Callan is stupid. He probably wouldn't get it.
Melicroft, make a religion check. While Callan is looking at the water and kind of putting his hand in it.
Just trying to like see if it's regular water, fountain water.
Or medical
I don't know.
water.
Fountain of youth water.
It's 22.
It's holy water.
Ah.
That makes sense.
Holy water. Like, holy shit, it's water.
It's water up inside the.
It's not just water. It's holy water.
What's the difference?
Well,
Some man in a robe came by and went, hey, there you go.
Is that really what happened?
Probably not up here, though.
It probably comes this way.
as the interjections happen, he's just completely still. Anyway, it's blessed by the gods, and to put it simply,
So it's God water.
undead creatures, right? If you pour regular water on them, they're just wet and undead. If you pour holy water on them, it's like acid. Burns right through them.
God.
It is actually water.
Take some.
Speaking of which,
Should we get
I
some
was about to
bottles in?
say, I might bottle some of it.
I mean, you can. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have any empty bottles.
I'm sure we've got some empty
Yeah,
flasks.
You got flasks.
I got some alcohol somewhere.
Okay.
Flip a flask or two.
Give me a couple.
Sure.
Couple of flasks of holy water. We won't need it now.
This is super holy water.
I'm gonna drink some of it.
You know,
You just burn instantly.
considering the host of horrors we fought just recently, this entire ocean would have been very handy.
I imagine a regular ocean would have been very.
Well, you guys are splashing around in the pond.
I'm drinking it. It's fine.
And are you drinking it?
Oh, I took a sip.
Okay. It tastes extremely pure. It's very it's like a fresh. It's like your favorite water bottle.
Ice cold.
Yeah, just ice cold if you're into that.
I like room temperature.
I know you're weird.
What's that?
I like room temperature.
Yeah, I do too. That's
Oh,
why I
see?
said if you're into that. Yeah.
Weirdos.
No.
Yeah, what the hell? Must be an 8 thing.
You absorb it fast.
I don't care about absorbing it. I want it to taste
If
good.
it tastes good at room
I want to have a
temperature.
good experience.
Looking up
Experience.
into the sky, but Cornelius in the sky as something you would recognize. Like, for example, if I were to look up in the sky, I would see Orion's belt. Some things are very recognizable. Would he look up and notice any particular patterns of the stars being something that he would see in the normal night sky? Or is this a stars abound to the point of unrecognizability, if that makes any sense?
Like we're so close to them that they're just kind of too much.
Well, either that or is this a sky that has never been seen by his eyes before? Which is fine because if you were on the side of the globe, you'd see a different sky. So
It's more like that. It's more. It looks recognizable in the fact that you've looked up at the night sky and seen starlight, but
Right.
it's not recognizable for any particular.
it's not a sky he knows.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like a different. It's a completely different plane of existence. Literally, it's a different sky.
Are the stars in the ocean ringing any bells? Would I even know about the individual mountains of Celestia, or would I just know about Celestia?
I don't know. Make a history check. See if you.
DC 30.
Yeah.
DC
yeah.
9
33 and a half.
What is that? A 14?
No.
Gee, this guy's intelligence is huge.
You know about Celestia. You understand that it's the origin place of the gods. You understand that Celestia stands for lawful good and righteousness and virtues that are strong and straight. But you don't know the different mountains. No one does.
Yeah.
Are we on like? Well, I'm assuming we're touching the water and getting the water, so we're like on a beach, right?
Sort of, except no sand. It's like a stone. It's like
It's
a
like
white
solid?
stone slab. Yeah.
Like marble
I
kind of
bet the
thing.
water comes right
Okay.
across to it, is my
Yep.
guess.
Okay.
Yep. And the water doesn't have
Stone.
waves or ripples. It's
Calm.
yeah.
Totally still.
Pretty.
Is there a pathway going into the middle of the island, or what's the?
So the island you're on, as you walk through this portal, is fairly large. I wouldn't say it's one of the like biggest that are miles long, but it's definitely pretty big. As you start to sort of look around and explore your surroundings, you notice that there's sort of a it's like a palace at the what we would call the northern part of this little island. And I say palace generously. It's not built out like a mansion, but it just gives sort of luxurious vibes as you look up at it, and you notice that the stars are gleaming against. It almost looks like this building was created from the same marble that you're standing on. So it's got that same glistening light from both the stars above and the reflection of the silver sea. Atop that palace, you you do see a being that looks quite different than what you're used to. It's even from the distance you're at, you can tell it's significantly larger than any of you. And he seems to be sitting atop on a throne within this palace. And as sort of the recognition happens, as you guys see, you watch him raise his hand and wave you towards him. He's, again, from this distance, very big. He does have large, white, feathered wings that sit resting atop his shoulder blades.
So are we talking like the Lincoln Memorial kind of like guy sitting on a throne?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Thank you,
exactly.
that's what they ask.
It's exactly right, excext he's not made of marble.
Yeah. That scene of like,
You know what? He is now.
but like there's a palace and then there's a big ass guy on a big ass chair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Exactly.
Are you
I'm gonna listen to
related?
what he says.
I don't know that person, no.
It's not your
Walking
fault.
towards me.
Yeah.
The moment he like waves, I'm like, yeah, cool.
Did you know that?
So your dad.
I already asked. Pay attention.
He as you guys approach, he looks upon you, and in like a booming voice, I can't do it, but in like a booming voice.
Do the
I'd like to
post.
see you try.
Yeah, no, that's why we have microphones.
That's the next one.
He opens both arms sort of like this and welcome to Lunia, my realm. You must have been chosen for a reason. You must continue this path if you are worthy. Are you?
We hope so.
I believe we've been sent here to find out if we're worthy to continue.
Worthy of what?
Something about rewriting
Yeah.
timelines. And...
Do we get, what do we win?
Worthy to go home, I guess? I don't know.
I mean, we all.
Yeah, we get to go home. And not be stuck in heaven.
Bart.
And may I ask who you are? My apologies for my ignorance.
I am Eladrin, the Archon of Lunia.
Like, I mean, look at Malcolm.
Yeah.
Ring any bells?
What's an archon?
You wouldn't need to roll. An Archon is essentially the celestial,
Guardian?
the same as like a fiend in hell.
Like a pit
one of
fiend?
yeah, so it's essentially the celestial version of a pit fiend.
So
So-
that's a high level
So they are
divine
the
being.
A very powerful source.
I answer to this realm. To advance to the second mountain, I must grant you permission.
How do we earn your permission?
First, why do you wish to continue?
For me, it's to save my people back home.
I am indebted to Freya, and I would like to see Malice defeated and sealed back behind the Divine Gate, and free her from her power being siphoned by him. That's why I'm here.
I have a family to take care of, brothers and sisters, and a mother to reunite with. And millions of years forward or back, I don't know how it works here. We'll just say reunited with my mother in the hopes that a big giant blue phoenix bird directly carried her. I don't know if I've ever asked. Is the phoenix a male or a female?
He's a boy.
Asexual or okay?
He's a boy.
Does it change every time it dies and comes back?
He hasn't yet.
Okay.
Died 3 times.
Sorry, but that was the end of my story.
I want to make sure that evil doesn't keep getting into places of power where I live.
I also want to make sure that this world is safe for the people that I care about, those in this room and outside, including my own family.
Which world do you speak of?
I guess it's
Morgan?
called, is it, yeah,
Thaldrin.
Thaldrin?
Alta.
Mm.
Alta.
Also, sorry.
Wrong campaign.
Alta,
Alta.
what we would refer to as the prime material plane. I feel like that might be subjective here. We call it the prime material plane.
The what now?
The prime material plane. It's the plane that we inhabit. What's a name for it? It's a-
PMP.
It has many names. What about you?
I wish to go home to the people and rid this world of evil.
This world? Or do you mean the PMP?
Sorry. My material plane.
But not least, you. What are your goals here?
I am just looking for home.
Is wandering a just cause?
I'm not sure. I found beings that seem to are pointing me towards where I need to go, so decided to follow.
Some heroes lead, some heroes follow, I suppose. But it sounds like selflessness, compassion, courage, and peace are virtues you all share, for the most part. The test here will pass judgment, if that is accurate. And if you fail, consequences will be severe.
Heard that one before.
But do not fret. Your lives are not at stake.
Who's our?
Everyone back home.
The prime material plane
Cool.
needs you, doesn't it? Or else you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have been invited here if you weren't necessary. So, failure will have great impact. But if you are just, I will invite you to move up the mountain, to meet other archons with other tests. By the time you reach Karasmaniel, you will be better versions of yourselves. That is a guarantee. Because if you don't, and if you aren't, the world may not exist as you know it. As our colorful friend mentioned, time is different here. Part of your success will be whether or not you're able to choose when you return back. And if you'll be able to stop those that mean harm to your world. We plan to equip you to do that. But only if you're worthy. And he bows.
I'm bowing back.
I go back.
My trials are simple. Being the first level, the first mountain of Celestia, we are the closest to that of the Hells. Meaning, unfortunately, the influence leaks into my realm. Temptation, power, it's a drug. And unfortunately, there are those afflicted by such addictions in this realm. is a jewel, an orb. We call it a celestial orb. This particular gem grants power. Typically, I wear it in a crown upon my head. And he points. As you can see, it is not here now, as it was taken many, many years ago. I do not need this power, but it is dangerous that it is not with me. This proved an excellent opportunity for my test. Retrieve this orb, bring it back to me. In doing so, you will prove that, 1, you have the skills that are needed to save the world. You have the virtues that are required to do it in a morally correct way. And that is what you will need to pass my test.
Do you know in which direction we need to head to reclaim this orb for you?
Yes.
Which direction do we need to head in?
West.
Which direction is west?
I think it's best that you seek aid. The Luminara are a group of lower level archons. They will assist. At the bottom of my hill, he looks down to his left, you will find boats. Take those across the sea. You will see a beacon in the stars. Follow it. You will come across the shores of Luminara. You'll see a trend. These tests require all of you to collaborate and all of you to contribute. The Luminara will aid, but they will not do for you. Meet with Malakar. He knows where this treacherous rebel group is staying. And if you're able to retrieve the orb, I will happily grant you access. And if you need assistance from me, all you need to do is ring this bell. And he hands you a very small, it's, in his hands it looks like the tiniest little bell, and he, again, proportionally in size, he is giant. Think of the Hercules, Zeus moment where he like reaches his hand out, right? Like he's doing this and drops this little bell. For you guys, it's a very normal size, like ding, ding, ding type bell. And it's silver, completely silver, with this beautiful filigree going across the outside of it. He says, "This bell will allow me to hear your distress. I will choose if I will aid."
Thank you.
Find Malakar. Goodbye.
Start walking. Yeah. I'm gonna start going down the hill.
What was his name again?
His name was Eladrin.
Eladrin?
Eladrin.
No, Eladrin, okay.
Excuse me, do you happen to know what this particular orb looks like?
It's been so long. Are you familiar with Diamonds.
I've held a few in my time.
Imagine a diamond with no imperfections.
Very expensive diamond.
Its value is only that of power. I think you're speaking from greed.
Oh, man, I don't care how many diamonds on me. I mean,
I do.
just
You need
imagine they're
some.
older. Who am I going to sell that to? I'm a celestial diamond.
Well, on that note, I think it's time we venture forward.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Westward.
Well, yes. Westward is the left forward.
Let's go
Down the, let's go down the hill to look up.
So as you guys get into these boats, I'm gonna have. It's essentially there's 4 boats that can hold 3 people. So a few of you will only have 2, but or I guess you can have 3, and then 1 boat with just 2.
Do you need 2 people to row it, or is it?
Yep. 2 people to row. So in 2 of the boats you can have 1 navigator, but 1 of the boats you will not.
I can do the 2. I don't mind.
I'll go with you.
I'll be in a boat, so we can go move.
Well, I hope so.
I feel
I
like,
don't care who it is.
does it accommodate my size, or do I take up 2 slots?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you might need your own boat.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, because they fit 3 people. So I mean, you could fit in the 2 with
Yeah.
somebody, but I don't know if you'd fit 3. So
Well,
if you and
I'll
Feria, you and
I'll
Boss.
go in one and then
Okay.
Can we tie the other boat to us? Take it just in case?
Do you have a rope?
I would
I have
imagine some of those.
Okay. Then sure.
Just in case.
Yeah.
We'll tie the boat to mine.
I'll hop in a boat and grab one of the oars. Gonna need some assistance.
I'll get another
I'll
cross.
just try to.
I'll go with you. I'll help you around.
So
is
as
there
for
any
your
wind that can use my
Bring it
wings
up.
as a sail?
I'll be the navigator.
Doesn't go too fast!
Thank you very much, Levi. Volunteering to row the boat.
Great. Awesome.
But I wouldn't want to demean you by saying that a man can do a woman's job.
And then she'll turn into her fox form.
I'll sit right here.
Let's see if a fox can row a boat. Son of a bitch. This is not what I expected when I took sailing camp.
Hey, a king is rowing the boat. You can fucking do it.
Callan.
Love you, Tristan.
Yeah.
You won't be watching this.
Fuck you, Tristan. So, as you start rowing, I need the 2 boats that have a navigator. So who are the 2 navigators? Both of you
You're
roll
As a fox.
as a fox. Yeah, unfortunately you can't use any sniffer skills here.
No
Um,
sniffer skills.
No, not across the Silver Sea.
Do you consider a boat a land vehicle?
If it's on land.
I mean, absolutely not.
Those legendary land boats.
Yeah, we'll have. God, what should you roll here?
I
Survival.
might as well just roll.
You just survival is probably the best one. So, survivor rolls, please, from the 2 navigators.
Can she still navigate if I do the rowing?
You're just following.
Oh.
18, mate.
Huh?
18.
I don't know why
I'm glad you did good.
Do you ever roll good, man?
No.
13's not bad. Do you want to minus something?
Oh no, this was a 2.
Oh.
What are we adding?
Survival.
2's not good. Do you have a plus or something?
4.
Sick. Well, Isadora is able to, while looking into just this abyss essentially in front of you, it isn't complete darkness by any means because there's lots of light, but it's still not, it's a complete contrast to where you just came from. And in front of you see this kind of beacon just illuminating softly in the distance. And you get the impression this is what Ariel was telling you, or Eladrin was telling you to seek out. The first like 15 or 20 minutes of rowing, it's unlike anything you've experienced because there's no resistance really in this water because there's no waves or current. It's almost like as if you were in space and there wasn't gravity really holding you back. You're going fast. It's every time you pull, you're gaining momentum with very little resistance to this water. In the distance, in the water, you do see, for the first time, a little bit of ripples.
Ripple waves, yeah.
And then you see water shoot up in the air a couple 100 feet in front of you as you're zooming along. And as you glide across this silvery lake, the water is almost perfectly clear, and that's why you see the reflection of the star so well. And underneath, you see this what looks to be some sort of like pod of looks like dolphin, but they're translucent, and it looks like they're made of stars. Like it looks like they're made of this star-like material, and they're just swimming in and out, kind of going around each other. Looks like they're playing as you guys are soaring across. Anything you want to do? You can say no. I'm just giving you the
look pretty,
opportunity.
but I don't know if they're nice.
Yeah.
Can I put my hand in the water?
Well, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was supposed to pay
Callan's
attention.
hand
I'm
gets
sorry.
bitten off.
She's doing a wonderful
You're
job.
on a different boat than me.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Maybe we talk to each other.
So you put your hand in the
Yeah.
water, your boat starts to veer as he's not rowing. But as you do, unlike when you're at the shore and you could like splash, like you put your hand in this water and it's, again, there's like no resistance. You just go straight through it. And are you trying to like?
No, I just want to see if they react to it.
Oh, they do. Yeah, they're like.
I mean, if they'll come up to my hand and touch it, that's fine, but I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
No,
jerk
they
my hand or
do.
anything.
So I didn't know if you were trying to like.
Yeah.
He's trying to cause chaos.
No, I mean it works. So the not the chaos part, but
Yeah.
the celestial dolphins, they continue this back and forth pattern, and then there's one that you don't see kind of come up from behind, and his fin just kind of rest in your hand as you reach down.
You're free.
And then I'll do that, and then I'll go back to rowing.
Yeah, and then he just dives under.
I touched an angel dolphin.
Just ignore the whack.
Yeah, your hand turns translucent, and that is, there's only a few more moments of you guys rowing before you start to see this larger island kind of approach rapidly. Doesn't look like there's anyone here, but you do see where there's the best reference to like a port or somewhere to put a boat. And again, there's no wooden structures. It's all this marble. But it looks like there's a place to kind of stop the boats and get out. But it doesn't look like any sort of official capacity. It wasn't designed for this. It doesn't look like.
Does it seem like that's where the beacon is?
The beacon was from the stars. That's what you were kind of aligned with,
okay.
but this is where that beacon took you.
Got it, okay.
And as you guys get to this, we'll call it a port, but it's just a marble slab essentially that you can kind of pull up on.
It's just somewhere to put a boat.
Yeah, there's a big open kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a circular platform as you guys get off of these boats and kind of walk up this marble way.
Like a landing pad kind of thing?
Yeah, but it looks intentional, almost like that of an amphitheater, where it's just like a big circular, except no like crowds. It's just like that big circular area. And then at the very center, there's this table, again, made of this marble that is sticking up. And Isadora, you can tell that the beacon you were seeing in the sky, like that star, it seems to be pulsating at the same rhythm that this table is also, you see lights pulsating.
Mm.
Seems like this beacon was created from this location. As you approach the table, looking around, doesn't really seem to be anything else around here. Like, this is a very small island in comparison to the one you were just on with Eladrin. But as you approach this table and you see it, you see that there are 7 symbols that look like different animals that are lighting up whenever this beacon is pulsing. As you do approach, whoever's leading, is not super important who's leading, but whoever is, you see, as you get close to it, the symbols, the light goes away. It stops pulsing. And there's 7 symbols. There's the Pegasus, the serpent, the griffin.
Someone's taking notes.
Yeah, I'll slow down
Got
so
it.
you can take notes. So Pegasus, serpent, griffin,
Yeah.
the dove,
Dove.
the lyre, the phoenix, and the crown.
And the crown?
The crown,
I thought they were all animals.
almost.
What's a liar?
It's like a type of.
That's like a little hard.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Because you said all animals, so I'm
Well, when
like-
you look up, you see like your eyes are kind of drawn to like mostly animals, and you see a
Like
couple.
you
I'm
guys
just
will play the
I'm just
Feywild.
making sure because of the animal thing that
Yeah.
there wasn't a liar animal.
Yeah, because I was trying to.
liger.
I was trying to like, what animal is a lion?
It's supposed to be animal.
Yeah.
So
Pegasus, serpent, griffin, dove, lyre, phoenix, and crown.
I'd like to say that I've popped up on your shoulders like a little.
Okay. You got a little fur collar.
Yeah. Just let you just be.
Do these symbols look like constellations in the way that they're arranged on this? Okay.
they're symbols that represent exactly what they are.
Okay.
Circle, straight line.
Circular. It's like around
Is there
around the
anything in
edge
the
of this
middle?
table. No, but it looks like each symbol can until you really interact with it, you can't tell.
I'm
But
gonna
like
touch the crown.
you touch the crown, it lights up as you touch it, and you all hear the crown symbolizes leadership and authority.
Is there a chair there?
What?
At the table, is there like a chair to sit in? Or just, okay. I didn't know if you had to sit on something.
Is there
Does it light go away when I take my hand off?
is there a plaque or any other like I'm looking for anything else that might kind of describe what this is? No.
I'm gonna touch the Pegasus.
It lights up. The Pegasus symbolizes swiftness and agility.
I touched the griffin.
The griffin symbolizes courage and strength. And to speed it up, I'm just gonna send you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna go
Yeah.
around to them.
I figured.
Nobody touch anything else.
Let's figure it out from this. Hard mode.
What's the phoenix symbolize?
Rebirth.
Rebirth! Bjorn!
Bjorn.
My baby boy.
Oh,
So say the
beautiful.
maximum
You
forgiveness
typed it out.
of
I didn't have to. Oh, man.
flexibility.
Where are you going?
He's going
Why
potty
are
while
you
he
taking your
studies.
iPad?
You guys?
He's got to study.
He's reading materials.
Symbolizes swiftness.
Piece of harmony.
Symbolizes wisdom and cunning.
Does anything happen to the center when you touch the symbol? Because you said they're all in a circle, so I'm assuming
what
the
do you-
table is circular.
So, I will give you a hint. Whenever you touch any of them, you feel them. So you feel that these are like kind of like puzzle pieces. Actually, you know that game where you have to like slide everything.
Like the slide puzzle.
Oh,
Yeah.
into proper place.
Yes, but I'm just giving you that as like a idea of how it moves. Like once you touch one of these, you can feel it kind of like release, and you can slide it forward to the middle, and then it kind of goes in a circle, however you want it. So you're essentially putting them in an order.
Oh. Okay.
So, yeah.
Like a clock.
That was a big juicy hint, so I'm gonna let you guys figure this out for a little bit before giving another one.
Okay.
But when you touched the crown, that was kind of like the feeling you got, like it kind of moved.
So we have to put these in order.
Order of what then?
That's the question.
Maybe it's supposed to import
So
it.
Hannah asked if there was any other. There's nothing else on the table around. Okay.
I feel like they've talked a lot about harmony and peace, and like that's what this huge test is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, maybe the dove would be the first.
First in what?
Well, he's saying like, there's like that pull to put it towards the center. I mean, I guess we have to put them in order in some way. So maybe like pushing them to the center in that order.
Well, the way I see it, in order to be a strong
Shrine
leader,
deities are there?
Do you touch are you touching the dove or moving it or anything when you're saying that, or what are you doing? Are you guys just sort of talking it out first?
I thought we were just
I think
talking
he was talking
now.
out.
Yeah, I think I was just talking it out.
I mean, I
I don't even know if Isadora was saying that,
I'm
but
gonna go at you in a spot.
Well, it's like it's so you can move it. You can move a spot to the thing. If he's saying that it goes in the center, like they all have to be rearranged back into the circle.
okay. Well, what I'll do,
the way
Circle.
because we've
So-
touched everything, which is why we know all these things. Okay, so that was my first thought, was since harmony and peace, is what this whole test is. I will go ahead and just take the dove and just try and push it in the
You
center.
push it to the center, and the light on the dove glows brighter. And instead of it having resistance, instead of it being kind of like free moving and sliding back into place, it kind of locks into place.
Nothing else happens?
It stays lit up.
Can I pull it back?
Yes,
Okay.
you can if you want to, but if you let go, it's not going to fall back like it would have before.
Like it would have before. Okay.
Does it stay lit up?
Yes.
All right.
So that's
All right, just grab another random one and put it.
Okay.
After,
I'll
see
do
what happens.
I'll do the Pegasus again
Okay.
and see if that goes.
You slide the Pegasus up.
Just because I don't think that one will be the next one.
Yeah. You slide it up, and it lights up, and it stays.
Interesting.
Weird.
I want
Okay.
to look up and cast about look at the ground, kind of look around to see if there's any kind of visual cue as to anything regarding this pedestal that we're looking at.
Look at the skies.
Yeah, make a perception check. And also, a few moments pass in the Pegasus. The light goes out and it falls back down.
The dove is still there.
No, I don't see anything.
Oh, but the dove is still there. Okay.
so
Okay.
Try,
I see nothing.
The lyre or crown.
Go for it.
I'm gonna try the crown and move it up.
Same result as the Pegasus. It lights up and stays, but after a few moments,
It doesn't.
it fizzles out and falls.
Okay.
And you, at this point, on the big circular stone around you, what did you roll, Millicroft? I have to know.
Big 7.
Okay. 7's enough that you didn't see anything the first time. But at the second one, as the crown falls, you now see it's a big circle, and now there's 2 illuminated dashes along this circle. Like, on the ground. Now there are 2 dashes that
So
are
we
lit
messed
up.
up twice.
Mm-hmm.
So, based on that, how much space is there to?
Okay. No more moving.
Can I
Let's
just
make
without
an
discussing.
intelligence check
Yeah.
to see if you can kind of
If I
figure
can
out.
assume the amount of attempts we can do.
Yeah. Because I'll give it to you,
Can
but
I identify with that?
Tristan would be able to do
Sure.
it. It's not
what are you
smart
trying to
enough do it.
identify?
The table and its stuff.
It's
Well,
marble.
maybe Tristan for
Okay.
It's
No
definitely
sense in that.
magical.
It's not a magic item that you can identify.
Yeah.
Because identify is like a specific item, and
Okay.
I
I
don't.
got a nice 12.
I can do math. Nat 20.
Nat 20. You can tell. You can tell that. You're whipping out the old school. You actually created a Pythagorean theorem, so you
are.
actually. No,
I'm useless
Oh,
everywhere else.
I invented that.
you can tell that this is spread out pretty far around this floor, and of those 2,
I can do control.
looks like there's 10 lines,
I
and
can,
2 of
so you
them
could do.
are now
Both of them are lit
illuminated,
up. Fuck.
and so there's 8 remaining tries. Well,
So
8 remaining
There's lots
choices.
of places.
All right.
I feel like the
Is
Griffin
there anything
might
else
be the
on the
next-
floor?
No, I
there-
think we should try the Phoenix.
Is there anything else on the
The
floor that we're
Phoenix
missing?
one, the Phoenix.
Like, you said that there's lines that we didn't see until they lit up.
Mhm.
He rolled a bad perception check. So now knowing that he missed something after looking at the floor, can I
Yeah, try again.
like get on the floor and like?
Yeah, we'll if you're trying based off of what he did, we'll say that with advantage because you're trying to see like you're specifically. Actually, we'll do investigation, not perception.
Investigation. Where is it? There it is. Right, perception. 12. I don't have any bonuses for that. 17 perception, 12 investigation.
Don't see anything that stands out.
Why do you think it should be the Phoenix?
Rebirth and renewal. I just feel like you can always try again. It creates like a fresh start. Like there's always room for a fresh start. Like if you have peace and harmony, it just feels like rebirth and renewal feels like.
That's why, to me, I feel like it's the last one.
Well, if you don't mind me saying,
Like
the
a
whole
like
point
a,
of all this
a,
is-
I guess
a
it's a cycle.
circular like a cycle
Oh, are we doing? Is this? Oh,
because it's all. I imagine it's all 7 in order, and if that was the last one, then it could be.
Starts over.
It would start this circle over again.
okay.
Do these like symbols like register any history checks or like story checks or anything from like can I do a like do they do I recognize
Have I ever
these-
heard of a Pegasus?
No, well I'm saying like is there any like lore, history or stories or something that encompasses all of these that I'm familiar with?
Probably.
Okay, can I roll for that?
I'm not gonna let you do a check to solve the puzzle now.
Well, no, I'm just saying like
To get a clue.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Like,
so
I didn't know if there's like, oh, I remember a story where all these were included and stuff like that. If not, that's fine. I just didn't know.
no.
Well, I'm-
This is a test specifically for this
Okay,
mountain.
that's fine. Okay.
If you would have heard a story about that would mean that you were visited by an archon, and that would have been very weird.
And that's fine. Yeah.
I mean, it could have happened, but probably not.
My thought process being that we should end on peace and harmony because that's the end goal of where we're at.
It's already locked in.
Doesn't mean we can't take it back. You said we could take it back.
But a circle.
Yes, but I feel like it hasn't moved on its own.
Well, okay. Well, at least when we put the 2 cents of saying, I'm not the brightest bulb in the family, but what I'm saying is, in order to be a good leader, you have to have courage and strength. And doing so requires wisdom and cunning, but you have to be fast. So somewhere in there's a cycle of courage and strength leads to good leadership, which makes peace and harmony, which causes creativity and inspiration when people aren't threatened by war. Therefore, you get rebirth and renewal. That's my thought process when I look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if swiftness and agility here, wisdom and cunning come in, because I don't think anybody enjoys cunning speaking into them. That may be the downfall.
12.
Or in this calendar. Yeah.
We're also assuming that it's a circle. We don't know if we're trying to create a circle or if
It
we're
is a
just-
circle.
Oh, okay. So it's a cycle of skills then.
How many seasons are there?
Maybe.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it's a circle in yeah. Okay. I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's why I was thinking maybe it's correlated with like
What did you
Chinese
push up?
calendar or like
I pushed
know.
up. Yeah, so the dove is locked in right now,
Dove is locked in.
Pegasus and
but can be removed.
Under the crown.
the crown and the Pegasus, I think, were the 2 that moved
Yes.
that didn't work.
Yeah. What about the liar?
Do we want to try it?
I don't know.
The only thing.
You
Liar.
have peace and harmony.
Okay.
Yeah, peace and harmony. It makes room for creativity and inspiration.
We're getting nowhere.
Alright,
It's a
liar.
liar.
It
Does it
stays.
say?
You have to wait a few moments.
Okay.
I'm looking at the lines.
Okay, wait a few moments.
And it stays.
Hey!
Okay, meaning
Okay.
check things off on your little thingy.
Okay.
All right.
So, dove, lion.
Creativity and inspiration.
What comes
I feel like they're right though about the phoenix being last before rebirth.
No, that makes sense. Okay,
Well,
so
if you're creative and inspired, you're probably going to become wiser or cunning.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Which, if you have, in the dark sense, a cunning individual would probably move swift and with agility to kill you or take over your place.
Okay, I'm liking where you're going.
so wisdom and cunning next to serpent.
Because you're
I mean,
thinking
it's a-
like
it's a
you're
very
thinking like the
loose
serpent, then the Pegasus, then the Griffin, then the Phoenix.
No, crown then phoenix.
Crown.
There's gotta be a
Crown and
better
Phoenix,
way of
sorry.
figuring this out.
I would think the
feel like
crown's the
we're
second to last with the phoenix because
Yeah,
a
the
strong
phoenix
leader
is
gives
last.
you rebirth and renewal.
All right, so
And they're gonna need courage.
serpent.
Makes sense.
I think out of
I think the
those,
serpents, yeah.
an idea of wisdom and cunning can be dark and create the circle to go
All
down.
right, Cornelius, do the honors.
Why is it always snakes? I love that for.
It lights up. And it stays.
Ooh.
And that was which one? The
Serpent.
serpent?
Serpent.
Okay, so I think
So she's,
you were talking about Pegasus
he said
next.
Pegasus next.
Right, I mean, swiftness and agility to take over. If I imagine the circle as a rise and fall of something, the serpent has created the fall.
Okay, hold on. So what's the order?
And also,
we
the
have?
crown doesn't make sense because that's the last thing you'll get to the
Dove,
phoenix.
wire,
We have Dove,
Dove,
Serpent.
lion, serpent.
Serpent, Cunning. I agree. I think it's like the last word, like the second word that describes it connects to the first word of the next one in some way.
Pegasus, Griffin, Crown, Phoenix.
So I'm thinking Pegasus.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, I'm gonna move Pegasus up,
Move it up. And it lights up.
and it stays.
It does not stay.
Dang.
One more dash. Now there's 3 dashes.
Okay, Pegasus.
7 remaining tries.
So we have Pegasus. What do we have left? We have Pegasus,
The
Griffin,
Griffin, Phoenix, and the crown.
Phoenix
Yeah.
and Crown.
What if the crown is next? Wisdom and cunning puts somebody into leadership.
Will you send that so we can see it? Just so we see. Yeah.
Wisdom and cunning.
Check marks. It's tricky. There's gotta be a pattern.
You didn't have to say that part out loud.
You know, well, I'm like, what pattern? What
So I'm pairing the Griffin and the Pegasus together. Courage and strength and swiftness and agility. But it's not the Pegasus.
It could be the Griffin.
Yeah, but then I feel like we're just doing the same thing that we did last time.
Good, peace and harmony.
I feel
I think
dumb
it's-
right now.
I think it's the crown.
I think it's the griffin.
We can try the Griffin.
We have what? We have
We have
10
7
total,
chances.
and we have 3 of 10
We have
marks.
7 chances, as well as 6 to get right. And I mean, once you figure out one, you decrease your
Yeah.
areas
Yeah.
as you go. So
So let's try the Griffin.
And then if not, then we'll try the crown.
Yeah.
Griff.
Slide the griffin up. And it lights up. And it stays.
Okay.
However, you
Oh.
also take a dash.
What?
Why?
What the hell?
Okay, well I don't know what that
I'll give you a clue. As you guys all through memory you remember talking to Eladrin. And he said, all of you must collaborate and contribute. And as you remember that, you realize Melicroft was the one who slid up the
We
lyre.
all have to agree.
No,
Each have to do
No,
one.
we all have to push one.
So it's correct, but you still took a penalty.
Okay.
All right, whoever's pushed one up, don't push one up again.
I pushed up.
But there's 8 of us.
I guess one of us doesn't participate.
God.
Whoops.
Okay, so
All right, so we know the griffin is next. Okay, so
I was on his shoulders. Does that count?
And lean down, she uses her paw.
so then is the Pegasus next?
We can.
There's only one way to find out.
I mean, I'll do it. I
Did you
I
already
haven't
do
done
it?
one. I haven't done one.
You haven't?
So we all gonna agree on Pegasus now?
Who's
What are you doing?
He's typing out who hasn't yet.
Oh,
I'm typing out who has.
Oh.
Oh.
So we.
Caehanna
I'm
has,
done here.
and Cornelius has.
Just me looking down at the stars. You haven't done that thing yet.
Oh, you didn't do one.
You guys finished it?
Yeah,
Okay.
you didn't do it?
Yeah, Melicroft, Isadora, Caehanna, and Cornelius have all pushed one in. Anybody else
But
that
we-
we've missed?
Oh, other people have pushed one in that weren't right.
Mine was not right, but I still pushed one in.
Yeah, keep it.
Okay, so are we
We
trying
have
the...
4
Okay.
that are correct. I've pushed 2 of them in.
And they've
There's
been
only
right.
3 people who've pushed
And they've
them
been
in.
right so far?
Yes.
Both of yours?
So are we trying the Pegasus next?
Sure.
Yeah.
I will try
Go
the
ahead.
Pegasus.
Oh, you'll try it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pegasus.
It lights up and stays. Pegasus is correct.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's
I'm gonna go with Dome.
They're
All right.
different.
I would assume
Crown and
crown.
Phoenix. Crown and Phoenix.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll do the crown.
With my shadow. It's good.
Alright, Fairy's putting crown.
Who pushed Pegasus?
He did.
He did.
Okay.
You know.
I was like, no.
So what happened?
Crown is not correct.
Damn it.
It falls down and one more dash.
God,
There are
okay.
6 remaining.
It has
Alright.
to be the Phoenix. then.
Callan, push the Phoenix.
It works.
Okay.
I mean, there was no other option.
Yeah, I don't know why there was any suspense there.
And I guess
Alright.
now I have something to do the last one.
And I
Well, pop on the little fox on the table. I guess I'll push up the
Phoenix.
crown.
Or the crown, sorry.
Crown.
It is right.
Use my tail to do it.
You guys,
How was this puzzle?
Sweeping it into place.
you guys see all of them light up. Oh god, that was weird. You see all of them light up, and in order you see the dove, the lyre, the serpent, the griffin, the pegasus, the phoenix, and then the crown. And you see the ground illuminate and the stone open in front of you with stairs that lead down into a cavern.
Okay, but I feel like we lucked into that. So what was the actual like?
what was the
What did we miss on the that?
A fun process of elimination puzzle.
Yeah, someone needs
Go
to
and write that down in your notes.
Yeah, write
for
that
the year.
for question time.
For your campaign questions.
What was the trick to that?
What was the true way?
They
to
have 5 or
solve
6
that?
drinking shades. She'll be like, I don't remember. You guys got it.
And sometimes the DM doesn't know the answer. You know, just,
No, I do. There's a reason, and I'm happy to share it if you ask the right people.
Ruin the mystique.
Okay.
So down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down we go.
As you go down, you hear conversation, you hear laughter, and you hear laughter. You hear people having a good time, and inside, as you go down this sort of curving staircase, it opens up to this like massive sort of like drinking hall, or what looks to Melicroft very, very familiar. It looks very, very similar to kind of like a Viking style like mead hall, like with a giant hearth at the end. I say familiar, it's not like a replica of like where you grew up, but it's just like it has that same sort of feel where there's like, you know, liquid courage being poured, lots of people enjoying themselves, the company of others, and you see 50, 60, 70 of these much, much smaller versions of what you saw
Are they
recently.
humanoid size? Are they still bigger than us?
Slightly bigger, yeah. I mean, more like Callan sized. Like, not would I mean humanoid by definition, but like, there's technically still medium, but they are big.
The
Like,
big end of me.
Yeah, and I mean, there's still a
large end
spectrum
medium.
of size. Like, there's some that are a little smaller, some a little bigger, but I'd say on average, probably close to Callan size. Just like, and they're not like built and buff like Callan. They're just kind of like larger. Like they're just big. But they're a lot of them smiling, laughing. There's not really like a specified like gender of them. You kind of see like a blend of like all kinds of different looking people. Some more feminine, some more masculine, but lots of blends. But they're all dressed in these like ceremonial white and gray robes. And throughout the robes, you see kind of these like blue stars kind of painted on or sewn on, kind of representing Lunia where you are.
I have returned back to your shore. And so while I'm there, I'll probably I would assume these are the Lumineers.
Luminarians. Luminarians.
Luminari.
Whatever.
I suddenly have the urge to stomp and clap. Huh.
You're welcome. I pay attention.
The Chevy Luminos.
So we need to find.
Do they notice our arrival?
Oh yeah, yeah. They see you. They don't really care. I mean, they're not in a bad way. They look over and they're like, "Oh hey."
Is there like a bar top or something like that? Like a bar?
It is open pour. There's just spouts off the wall that you just go up and.
Hey, this is a good heaven for me.
So we need to find. Is it Malakar?
Yes.
Malakar.
Malakar.
Yes.
Malicus? What
It
is it?
says, talk to him.
So do we just approach the nearest guy?
I suppose.
I'm ready.
Start asking.
Do the old friendly like, hello?
Yeah, I definitely want to just go up to someone and ask.
I also would probably take big chugging and be like,
Sure.
to Malakar!
To Malakar!
Does anyone like turn and look at somebody?
They just cheer
Yeah,
at you.
yeah. They all turn and look at you because you yelled to Malakar.
Or no, but like, does anyone turn to look to Malakar?
Like, is there a guy that's like, hey, that's
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
No.
Oh,
I'm gonna go up to someone
I thought that was a
who.
smooth move.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to someone who also cheered
Yeah.
to Malakar, and
You walk directly to Callan. I'm kidding.
What is that? It's another puzzle.
so who is this Malakar person? I'm not from here.
To Malakar.
Who is Malakar?
He's our leader of the Lumineers.
Rebranded. They've been recently rebranded.
And copyright strip.
Where might someone find Malakar? Is he in here with us right now?
Yes.
Is
Could you point me in his direction, unless you are him? Because I feel like as soon as I say point me in the direction, he'd be like, it's me.
I can try.
Does he blend in with other people?
Yeah. Yes, he does.
Okay. Yes, any help would be appreciated. We need to speak with him about the matter that we are trying to.
What's the matter?
I was gonna do a stupid joke.
Bad case of up dog.
What's up, dog?
we back in the Feywild?
We were just told to get the help of the Lumineers.
We're the Luminar.
You're so.
Of the Luminari to help us in our quest that Alarian gave us to complete, to move on to the next mountain.
What's the quest?
Getting an item for Alarian.
What's the item?
It's an orb of some sort. No one's stopping me, so. It's an orb of some sort. I don't know what exactly it does, but it seems very powerful.
Like a celestial crystal?
Yes, most likely.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's what Malakar's trying to do.
Trying to get that orb?
Yeah, if you're able to help, it'd be helpful.
Absolutely. We do need to help with that. So, and Eladrin told us to find Malakar, so that would be wonderful if you could try to help me get to him.
Okay.
What is your name?
Malakar.
I fucking knew it.
We
Are you all Malakar?
We are all Malakar.
Cool.
I'm very confused by this.
And you see all 70 of them
Oh my god.
into him in front of you.
Just take a longer pole.
Yeah.
We were just having a good time.
No arms.
Well, Eladrin told us to seek you out, Malakar, to find this orb. Sounds like you are knowledgeable about these.
Very much.
So, how can we be of assistance to you in finding this, and vice versa?
Well, there's two ways.
Okay.
You can confront the rebels with force.
Rebel scum.
The rebel scum. Or, it's a trap. Or you can go about it stealthily and try to sneak in and steal the crown with
Is
the
there no
orbit.
discussion to be had with the rebels?
I'm sorry?
Well, you
Is there no
said-
discussion to be had with the rebels?
Or there's a third option where you can try to talk to them.
I
I've never tried the third option. We've only ever tried force or
Or who
stealth.
are the rebels?
Let me look at my notes. They are the Eclipse Seraphs. They're led by Umbriel.
Umbriel?
We think he's the one who has the crown.
Umbriel?
I
Umbriel.
guess the question is are they the same people
Is
as
that
you
a Pokemon?
in Eladrin? Or like, are y'all working together? Are you supposed to be together? Or is this more of like they're demons and you're angels?
Oh,
kind of
no,
thing?
no, no. You demons can't get in here, but their influence can.
So these are influenced by demon people.
Yes, yes.
Not a big fan of influence.
Yeah, we do our best to smite out the bad, and Eladrin is very able to do so. He likes to use this as a test for folks like you.
Has no one passed this test before?
No.
Oh,
Well, no one's. I mean, we've only had a few try, so.
oh okay.
But
Who's
they.
the last person you had to try?
They didn't tell me their name.
What did they do?
That was rude. Mine's
Yeah, what did they
Isadora.
choose?
They chose force.
And
Oh,
how
they
did that
lost?
turn out?
They failed.
No. They failed, yes, but they won the fight.
They,
we're not forced
they
to vote
failed on
yet?
a different mountain?
I don't know.
I'll
They
just
didn't get
say
past
that
this
force is probably not the option. Or at least lethal force.
Talk to them.
Not to sound too premonition here, but succeeding in the fight, and he kind of did say, he assumed, wrongfully so, that a big diamond would be attractive to me, that it was greedy. Maybe the person took it.
Well, and we also, I remember Eladrin saying something about
Peace and harmony.
in resisting the call for power. And I would assume a display of force is probably classified as power. So.
And
But
also,
you
yeah,
could
and
also
peace and
say
harmony
that-
as well.
Having the strength and the courage to stand up for what you believe in is also part of peace and harmony.
You can
a lot of
stand
ways to
up.
But I
up
think that
without-
peace and harmony would be more in line with peace and harmony than
That's true.
courage
But
and
how do you
strength.
protect peace?
I'm just going off of what we were told at the very beginning.
We're not at the very beginning now. We're in the next trial.
Classic conversation between a dove.
Well, he was talking
and a
about all the trials, this whole thing about peace and harmony and working together. And I feel like fighting would not necessarily be that. My point being, I think that you're right. I think we need to talk to them.
Well, that's the dove. Well, that's the number one thing.
If
I
he's
once got into a fight with a paladin whose names of his fist were peace and harmony.
oh my god.
Wait, Malakar.
Malakar says, "You pass my trial to see me, so you know what to do."
Yeah, what was your trial? What was with the
Well,
Yeah, what's with the order?
well,
Because Tristan's nosy.
well. Every adventurer must begin their journey through peace and harmony. So, my dove should be chosen first. Next, it doesn't quite matter what happens if you're not able to explore and solve a puzzle like you recently have. And then it seems that we're currently in a predicament of choosing the correct path, which my serpent represents. And then it's whether or not you are courageous and strong enough to face the challenges ahead, which my griffin symbolizes. Once you're able to prove your courageousness, then it's a matter of swiftly moving through the different celestial pathways to confront this rebel scum. Cleverly put. That would be our Pegasus. And then defeating Umbriel and taking back the jewel would represent a rebirth and a renewal. And then you have the crown. The crown is your ticket to the next mountain. So you're on the journey. It's just now, I guess you have 3 options to choose the path moving forward. And then it's whether or not you can be courageous and swift from there. See, it's fun.
I take back what I said before. It might not be peace and harmony.
I'm just saying, we moved on from the next previous draft. Don't get me wrong. Peace and harmony is involved.
We also have
Just not the core
We do
concept of the
also
draft.
know that somebody won the fight and lost the test. So.
Exactly. I don't think going in swinging is the way to do it, but we could go talk to them.
There was
I just want us to be open to the possibility of swinging.
Yes, we swing if we need to.
There we go.
I love swinging.
That's great.
Like glance around.
Yourself.
I like how I said that, and then everyone's like weird. He said, "I think we should be open to the idea of swinging." No one said anything. Adam's a freak, is all I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah.
Callan's a freak, is all I'm saying.
There you go.
Yeah, let's narrow it down to Callan.
Malachar, how
yes.
do we find this Umbriel?
Oh well, through me. You use me.
Oh,
I will aid you.
will you take us to him?
Yes.
Excellent. Have we
We will-
decided that we are talking to them first?
We
Well,
can
of course.
use one of the celestial pathways.
Beautiful. Let's use the celestial pathway and go.
Can
to
you,
Umbriel.
real quick, what is Umbriel like? What is he like? Not like? She, he, whatever.
What?
Can you give us some background info on Umbriel?
Oh, Umbriel is an Archon just like us,
Okay.
just much more powerful now.
Do they
Because of the
like things? They like certain things? They like, I
I
don't know.
like power.
He seems to like the influence of power.
Does he like anything else?
We're not that close. I don't know.
What does he look like?
Well, he used to look very similar to the rest of us,
And
but
how-
ever since he was tainted by the shadows, he is.
Sit tight, sorry, go ahead.
Oh my god.
I don't understand.
does
It's
Is he darker than
similar to swinging, anyway.
He's
There's this patch.
yeah. He has a shadowy figure, and he essentially looks like me, as if in contrast, where I am embodied of light, he is embodied of dark.
Okay.
So can he multiply like you can?
Is there a source of
Yes.
this influence from below that we could take a look at? Because that seems like the root of the cause, isn't it?
I can't leave. But if you are able to, and this might be another path, this might create the 4th path, but if you are able to go into the hells and destroy all evil, I think that might be another way to solve this problem.
Fair enough.
I don't really think
No.
Celestial has, Celestial has cracks in like the floor where this.
No, I know, but like, you know,
It's just the nature of maybe how close the two are
Hulk
to
in
each
there, which
other.
makes me giggle every time I say it.
Yeah, you had the hard L.
Yeah.
Call. Yeah, sure.
Put some
Sure,
back
buddy.
in there.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Alright.
Does me have one?
What is it?
Raccoon.
Macroons.
That's good.
That's the vanilla one.
Well,
Don't ask me what the flavors are. This is
Oh,
just a luck of a draw.
so, it seems that there's 4 paths. Go out swinging, be stealthy, communicate, negotiate, or go to the hells and destroy all evil. So,
I'm gonna take number 4 right off the table.
Yeah.
I mean, that seemed to be the most effective, but sure.
It's a bold move by me to take some leadership at this point.
The most effective and, I would say,
The most fun.
the most difficult. Right, that's what I was going to say. The most complicated for
Although
sure.
I think I'm with Callan. I'll warm up my swinging arm. He said,
I call it that too. Sorry, this is shade. Are you all in agreement?
I think, yeah, let's go talk to him.
Yeah.
And see where we
Let's
go
go
from
talk to
there.
him.
So negotiate.
Aye.
Sure.
We will try.
What's a good word to use?
Communicate.
There you go.
No.
We're all in agreement.
Lead,
Aye.
Yes.
desperation.
Aye.
Are we?
Yep.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like you are.
I'm just confirming with everyone.
All right, let's go
Is
around.
anyone? Let's try this. Is anybody not in agreement?
I mean, I'll go with the group, but I feel like,
This is important. What would you prefer?
I prefer us just to destroy the diamond. I don't know how that works out.
Interesting. So eradicate the power.
Why would you do that?
Well, I can see the merit of
Doesn't
it.
need it. If he's worried about it getting constantly stolen, just destroy the source of the power.
Then he won't let us
Destroy
go
the
to
source of the
next-
temptation.
He won't let us go to
He
the
never
next
said we
level.
couldn't destroy it. He just said this power shouldn't be in the hands of other people.
He said, "Bring it back to me, and then you can move on."
Bring it back as 0. I mean,
Never had anyone choose that option.
Also, the ability to destroy it, I think, is a little bit out of our hands.
well, yeah.
Well, it's made of the cosmic dust of Celestia itself, but I'm sure you can figure it out.
I'm not in disagreement. I was maybe suggesting it may be hard to negotiate with somebody who's obsessed with power and holding it.
You never know.
Are any of you obsessed with power?
I don't believe
Think
so.
so.
I don't think so.
We're gonna find out.
Let's put that to the test.
Sounds like a very
There were
scary
some people that were
therapy
silent
session.
in that question.
Find out.
Does anyone have this mental problem? We're gonna find out.
I'm strong.
And he taps the wall. He taps it with his fingernail. He's like, almost like he's creating a oh my god, what do you call it?
Rotation circle?
No.
Constellation.
Keeps going.
Yes, a constellation. Like he's tapping in a constellation, and the wall lights up like it's made of different stars, and his robe lights up like those different stars, and you just see a circle, like an orb, open into the wall, and he says, "Malachar awaits. Come."
Okay.
I go
I
with
really
that.
half expected Malachar to turn around and do this and turn back around and go, "Hi, I'm Brio."
That would have been some.
I really
At that moment, I would have been
Just turn the robe inside out.
I really was half expecting.
Listen. You're supposed to text me to do that because that's
Shane is like, that was a good idea.
I have all this written out. I would have scrubbed it for that.
Just things there, the moment you walk through the portal, he just turns around.
Okay. So you go through this portal, and again, the night sky looks familiar, but now it seems to be a different kind of night sky. It looks like, not that you all studied where all the stars were, but it seems like you're in a different location. Malachar is with you. He seems a little bit larger here than he was in his cave. Almost like he fills out the space. Not dramatically, he's not twice as big, he's just a little taller. There's a kind of a... Think of it like a volcano, where it goes up the mountain and there's a crater, but the crater is not filled with hot magma.
The
It is-
caldera.
Yes.
Nerds.
My man likes rocks. What
Yeah.
Rocks
Can't wait
and
till we get to an isthmus.
Uh,
What that is?
and
Inlet of land between two bodies of water.
God, it's like Paloma Creek.
That's right. Everybody gets an A in geography.
Nice. I love grades. But in the caldera, you see nothing but darkness in clouds of darkness. To put in perspective, this is not some giant, like, huge mountainside. This is, you can clearly walk up this hill. Like, you're maybe 200 feet away. And this is a very gradual hill. And it's not like a steep point. It's a very gradual hill, and then there's like a maybe about 50, 75 yard wide crater that is filled with this cloudy, shadowy substance. As you guys all approach and you see that the shadows and these clouds shift, and they're moving. They're constantly moving. Malachar says, well, what are we going to say?
Good question.
Would you like me to talk to them?
That's a great idea.
It's not a good idea.
Why not?
She can be a little abrasive at times, but she means well.
I like to say
At
direct.
times.
Direct.
Yes, you are very direct.
You're welcome.
And I really appreciate that aspect of your personality. I just worry that we may need a little bit more tact.
She lacks nuance, for sure.
So, and I'm definitely not saying that I need to be the one talking either.
Why don't we hear from all of you?
Okay.
We do need to be working together. Okay, I get it.
Malacroft talks a lot. Maybe he should be the one to do it.
He sure
I
does.
guess
Well, maybe we hear from someone who doesn't speak as much.
Levi,
What?
Or Caehanna.
you don't speak much.
I don't even know what this one sounds like.
Squeak, squeak.
Or we all have a conversation together with
Clouds.
Well, he's in there. He will take form. Would you like me to grab him?
My sister and I used to play this game where she would say a word, then I would say a word, then maybe we can.
That would be
together.
the most collaborative way to go about it. Each of you say a word.
right after another.
I think that would be a fun.
Oh, I get it. Her sister stabbed her. She didn't get the
No. We'll do this. This is perfect. We'll start with me. Umbriel! And he says, Umbriel, and all of the clouds start to swirl into like a twister, into the shadowy figure.
Instantly.
This is
very.
Atop the shadow,
Are we going round
you see
robin
this
on this?
We're
crown.
going round robin.
Hold on. Atop the shadowed figure, you see a crown with a jewel that is brighter than any star in the sky. Not blinding, but it is so crystal clear that it is refracting every ounce of light. Like every bit of light is it's beautiful. And it's on top of this dark, clouded being. As the shadows stop swirling, it starts to take form of very similar to Malachar, except again, sort of still the same like skin tone and everything, but sunken dark eyes. His wings are no longer the like bright, fluffy white like Feria and Malachar, but they are dark, like shadowed wings. Not skeletal, but like shadowed. And you see like this aura around him at the bottom that is that constant shifting of this clouded shadow. And he looks at all of you as he's been addressed. And he floats down this caldera, down this side of the mountain, and stops. And he is much bigger than Malachar, as he is absorbing the power of the celestial crystal. He is very similar in size as Eladrin. And he says, yes. Oh, this is Umbriel.
Cornelius Oren Bexley.
You're supposed to start. We're doing
The
one
one
more
where we're doing round robin.
Sorry, I thought we were about to do
Too late. That's 3 words, but we'll count it.
Are we just saying one word?
One word.
Okay.
Oh my god.
No, I was like clarifying.
Okay.
Please.
Give
Us. The.
Crystal.
Because
Need.
To.
Continue.
to. Don't want me. It's your idea. He messed me up. So.
Please give us the crystal so we can continue to. I'm not saying that character.
yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. It's not
So
your
we
turn.
can return it to.
But that's not how we
That's
go.
alright, he said continue.
I said
We're doing
continue.
collaborative, we're not being mad at each other.
Continue to
Move. Toward.
The.
End goal.
He doesn't know why you can. He doesn't know what you want to
Can he?
continue towards.
Jumps and say the goal.
I'll just say the next one.
The mission. The mission.
Period.
Up.
The.
Mountain?
Towards.
Oh yeah, I did that in
What is
The
it?
mission of the mountain.
What's the city
Yes.
called?
Craftsman, yeah.
Crestmania.
So caress.
Oh, wait, those 2 words.
No.
To. Why do we keep talking?
This is the best part about round robin is someone screws it up and everyone has to compensate. And you get like 5 loops around. Like
I
if
need to
we're
know
going
where-
round robin, we just have to.
I need to know where the period is. This is such a run-on
Let's
sentence.
leave off. Okay, toward Crestmania.
Crestmania to.
See.
Gods.
Period.
Well done. So I think.
We can keep going if
So I
we need
think
to.
it is. Please give us. Essentially, the gist is please give us the crown
So we can go
So we
forward
can-
on our trial.
so we can continue our mission of going up the mountain to Krasmaniel to meet the gods.
Yes. We did pretty good.
Please. No, please. No, please.
All right.
That was teamwork.
Is he gonna roll for
Please. No, please.
It was a
Maybe
period
not.
at the end of
If
it.
it helps you, though, he knows my name.
Who's gonna roll?
Not me.
What is it?
This will be persuasion.
I'm down to roll.
I'll roll.
No. This isn't using any of your stats.
Oh.
We're gonna add a +8 to this because all 8 of you.
Oh!
+9 to this because there was 9 of you all contributed.
Y'all welcome.
Yeah, thank
So-
God. Thank God we all talked.
Oh,
Just gonna put it right here, and whoever decides to.
You have to use your dice.
Anna, if you want to do it.
I'll use whatever die you
But
want.
you don't
I
have
just
to
put
use
that in there. I'll
It's
try
better,
to
it's better to use this one.
What's on you now?
Yeah.
You have to beat a 23.
Holy shit.
So plus 8.
God.
Plus 9.
15.
A plus
Plus
9.
9. So you need a 16 or higher.
Shit.
15 or higher.
Okay. Okay. Ready?
Can't go much lower.
Wow!
Awesome.
Well,
Wasn't me.
Yikes!
All right, so
This isn't hard.
Oh my god.
I need you all to roll initiative.
I just did.
I didn't think we were gonna be fighting today.
That was so bad!
That was incredible.
Comedic relief right there.
The chaos of round robin.
We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take a break here
Yeah.
while I set up a quick map for us to fight and unpause.
Wee.
Okay, we are locked and loaded. We're doing some initiative rolls, fellas.
Good.
So we're gonna roll for Umbriel. That's a high number. Umbriel.
I think this is the passion fruit.
Well,
There you go. Oh, passion You want to try it?
Yes.
Take that half.
Okay.
Passion fruit is like my favorite
think that's-
flavor ever.
Oh, yeah, it's got some jelly in it.
Passionate.
Yeah, if my fruit doesn't have passion, I don't even want it.
21.
That's the best one.
22?
Let's see the rest of
Concur?
I've had so much.
Oh my god.
Adam, roll
I
again.
just am a flavor person, so I'm not like that.
Don't add any modifiers,
Oh
just
my
straight roll.
god.
19.
Sorry. You're
Passion
welcome.
fruit is my favorite. That's so good.
Anyone else roll over a 22?
Oh, we're just like straight roll modifiers?
No, just that was just for that second one.
One is for him.
Because we both tied at 22, him and Umbriel, so he needed to roll. Okay, I need you to roll with no modifier.
Well, she got a natural.
I got a natural 20.
That doesn't matter in
Doesn't
initiative,
matter,
unfortunately.
I
I mean, unless you wanted to. Do you want to go first?
15? No.
No.
Wow.
Okay.
Come on, Losh. You got a fighter. You should want to go first.
I mean, if you want to go first, I'll give you the option with a natural 20. But if not, if you want to just do it based off the dice rolls, then you'll be after Callan.
No, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
She wouldn't know what to do.
Well, that's why I was like, if you want to go first, you can, but I don't think it matters. Okay. Anyone else over 20? Like a 20 or 21? You don't need to go over there, baby. 15 to 20. Oh, shit. Oh, God. All right, let's just do this. Who got a 20? Who got a 19? Oh, God damn it. Who got an 18?
One.
Oh, only one. Nice.
No, I got a
Oh, okay.
I meant go up.
Oh,
Okay, and who got a 17?
you're fine.
There's gonna be like 4 ties at 16, isn't there?
Well, you haven't said it yet.
Yeah.
16?
Boom.
All right. Do either one of you want to go first, or do you want to roll off? Do you want to do? You want to rollsies or what?
Okay, fine. Go first.
I mean, unless you want to roll off.
What is it?
No, I'm good.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Isadora does.
Isadora wants to go first. Bit 16. Okay. And then Cornelius.
Sir.
You want to go right after? It's 16.5. All right. And there's only a couple left. So Anari, what did you roll?
9.
That's not great.
I didn't raise my hand.
Melicroft, what did you roll?
15.
15. And then Levi.
14.
14. Oh, wow. That would have been pretty easy. Cool. And then we'll roll for our boy.
Mel heard a one.
No, it was a 13, but it was just in order if you guys went like 15, 14, and then 13.
God.
I feel like they're covered in
Malachar. No, you're not that color. You're a good guy. You go green.
Get that out of the system now.
What is it this one does? You've been a bit chaotic today. You're either up or you're down. I need new dice.
Do you need better rolling skills more?
I would like to.
Celestials are one of my favorite enemies.
Oh.
Yay!
You can finally use that.
I haven't used it to the point that I don't know what that means.
You get advantage over your attacks against them and stuff like that.
Great. Thank you.
You have an advantage to track them and.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Basically, anything to do with Celestials, you get advantage of.
Sweet.
That's a good
Oh, did that mean I should have gotten advantage for rolling that natural?
I don't think that applies that way, but like your attack rolls against them get advantage and stuff.
Cool.
It was the group rolling
Yeah.
and the group failing
Hannah could not
miserably.
have rolled worse than that
That was
persuasion.
horrible.
No, you literally
Literally, she couldn't have rolled worse.
Unless you just dropped it off the table. Like, you could not have rolled worse. Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are we?
I don't know. Who knows with you people?
You never know.
All right, Callan. First up. So again, I'm just using our old buddy. I love that mini, so I never get to use him. I used him like once in the final fight, and he's awesome.
I feel like this is a good time to use
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna try to use him a lot. So that
Um,
is Umbriel / Orion. Just kidding.
Oh my god. I was like, what?
He has the soul of Orion in it. No. That'd be way too plot specific, and this is just supposed to be kind of a fun like one-off of the game. So we're
Little
doing
side quest.
yeah.
I'm first.
Yes.
Callan.
So,
Excuse me, Callan and Caehanna.
okay, so for Adam's knowledge, do we know that he's attacking? Like that's why we're in initiative, or is like no one attacked yet? So
Yeah, I mean, thematically, you can tell he did not respond well to that shit show of a persuasion.
I thought it was.
It started off with 2 names.
Mathematically, it was.
Like it should have been with disadvantage, but I thought it was. I thought it ended up working out, sort of.
Yeah.
After I summarized it, but you can tell he's mad. But you can tell he's rearing up to do something.
okay, but that's the thing is he's starting an action that like we would take as threatening, or is he literally just standing there and we're like Baldur's Gate? We click to go to the time thing.
Like, does he just look confused?
So that's a good point.
Like if we don't attack him, is he going to attack us on his turn?
You don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't know. You're in
initiative decision.
You're in initiative order because you failed the persuasion check. I guess you still have 2 people before he goes, because I kind of spoiled that because you guys tied it at 22. But you have 2 people before he goes to still do something if you don't want to do combat. So
You could just grapple him and then we could talk to him while he's restrained.
Okay.
Steal the crown.
Where's the? Because he has the crown on.
yeah, he's wearing that shit pridefully.
Hi, and he's 40 feet tall.
Yeah, give or take a few feet.
Can I? We're at least going to try something fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to rage for the size,
Okay.
and then with all of my movement, and which I get extra for moving, I would like to jump and vault over him
Okay.
and try and snatch the crown off his head. Only.
Oh.
Like a sleight of hand.
Yeah, like run and like I'm about to tackle him, but I'm just gonna tackle the
Kind of like.
thing off.
He's
of
pole
him.
vaulting
So
over.
I'll let you decide what you roll here, because I think it works in 2 ways. I think first you can roll, we'll say, dexterity sleight of hand,
Okay.
because you're trying to like nimbly grab it as you go. Or a creative way to do this I would say you can roll deception, because
Oh shit.
you're making it look like you're going to grapple him and then you're tricking him and doing something else.
Let me see what's higher. Hold on.
Because I don't think this is a matter of like skill for you. I think this is very easy to accomplish at your size. So I don't think it's a matter of like athletics, but I think this is like you're
I
trying to
have a
trick
higher
him.
sleight of hand than I do a deception, so
Okay, so we're going. Oh shit, that's cool. Hold on. Before you do this,
okay.
super important. This is honestly more important than the actual fight. Hold on.
Is this a box of doom rules?
Set the mood.
No, I think this is the background music.
To make sure everybody knows the vibes.
Okay, sorry, I found something called Battle Angel music, so I was like, that sounds dope.
Battle Angel.
So, you jump, you pole vault, you're flying through the sky, and you roll a...
17
Oh shit, like total, or is that
total.
total?
That's 14 plus
What are you
3.
doing, sleight of hand or deception?
Sleight of hand. 'Cause that's
Okay.
higher.
That's an interesting number.
I am raging. Would you let me add a +2 to it for whatever reason? Can I get a free +2?
You give a reason?
Well, I get a +2 to my attacks. So
Angrily thieving.
I am raging.
thieving, yep.
That's really like the only thing I can think of.
So, the reason it's a difficult number is because I gave 2 different DCs in my head.
Yeah, no.
And I thought if you were trying to do if you were trying to fool him with deception, I said 15.
Oh,
But then I said sleight of hand would be 18.
oh, damn.
And then he rolled a 17. I'm like, well,
I would have passed it with deception.
I mean,
Well, we got a +3 to
I
my
set up the
attacks
whole
now.
map and you just take the crowning.
I also have Tavern Brawler, which means I can grapple as a bonus action, so it would be easier to grab things. Just try and
Are
help
you trying
my
to
case.
grapple the crown?
I mean, technically, yes, but
Make a contested strength check.
if I roll the strength,
That
you'd be
Chris is
fine.
pretty powerful, you
It's a
know.
very powerful being. Jesus. First try.
The crown has to make it.
All right, here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
You're gonna roll. Your character is gonna roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Persuade me to let this work. Because I'm not sold that this
Oh,
makes
shit.
sense.
Shit.
Can we assist?
Not because there's initiative. No.
Callan is looking directly into the camera, like, let's see if this works.
Let's see if this works.
This is breaking the 4th wall here.
We're doing a
I have a
meta roll.
+5 persuasion.
Oh, +5.
We have a meta roll.
Yeah, better roll.
19.
Shit. So
Strike 2, what's your third option?
So I'm gonna say you are able to vault over, and it's not sleight of hand, but we're gonna say you successfully grapple the crown. Like you go up and you like hug the crown.
Like some hog skin.
And then I love this into the ground.
Yeah, into the shadows, and you all watch. You watch Umbriel shrink in size down to maybe half. He's about 18, 20 feet tall. He's still a powerful, like archangel, but he is
Probably easier for us to do now.
I mean, I would. Let's do this.
Way to think smart without
Yeah.
thinking smart.
I didn't hit him.
Good job,
So-
Callan.
Callan, you have
The crown.
the crown,
Don't put it on.
and you're.
Don't put it on.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on, everyone.
First thought.
Oh, good, you said that. I need you to make a wisdom
Adam's
saving throw.
first thought.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I know it was your first thought because he literally, when Malachar was saying like, "Do any of you guys have a strong drive for power?"
Or
We're
any
like,
of you,
no.
or
And
any
I
of
was
you
like,
the succession king
I
of
mean,
your
it
I was like-
worked out well for me. What is it? Wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw.
12.
You put on the crown.
Remember 30 seconds ago when I said
This works out even better.
How big are you right now?
This is awesome.
21-ish feet.
"Oh my God."
You you
Hey,
grow
he's
in
not evil
size
necessarily. Maybe
to
you can
almost
just
twice your current size.
squash Umbriel.
You still keep the characteristics of a large creature,
Yeah.
but you are now essentially huge.
Cool.
If I cast large, you become gargantuan.
I would assume
You'll
so.
add, for the time being, for the rest of this combat, you'll add a +5 to your strength. So if you have a 20 strength, it'll be a 25, like your modifier.
So that means I have a +16 to my strength right now.
So what is your strength current score?
My current strength score is a 25 with a modifier of 7.
So it is now a 30.
Oh, shit. Okay. So
While you're wearing this crown.
26 would be 8. What, 10?
Yeah, I mean he's not.
Yeah.
He's not evil or
10.
anything now that he has
So-
a crown. He's just
Yeah.
a big baddie for us.
Yeah,
I didn't
okay.
say, I never once said that the crown made anyone evil. I said,
Oh no, not at all.
I said it made them more powerful and people succumb to wanting to be powerful.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna have
Power
to get that
doesn't need
off
to be
before we
bad,
get back to.
but-
This Callan, big massive amount of muscle he just gained is bad for him.
Yeah, good luck.
Wait, are you high?
Maybe a large.
I might be drunk.
Maybe
I was thinking like the advantage on the wisdom saving if you're high.
I don't know. If
No,
I don't think
fine.
he hasn't mentioned
He
it.
hasn't
I'm not, yeah, I'm not.
Listen, I only
Yeah, I
think
have
that when
+10
he's
right now.
actively role playing, he's
That's
smoking,
true.
and I haven't
That's a
seen
good
him.
point.
And
I have a
the-
+14 to my strength right now.
The
Not even your saving
crown
throw.
is just
Lorian's
his
just
strength.
gonna
What's that
plug
The
it on
crown
his
only
head.
affects his strength.
for him?
Oh God. So for all of us, it'd be like our individual
Most accurate.
thing. Like if I had it, it'd be like charisma and.
It's a
Maybe.
That would be
pretty
that would be
pretty on the
person
point,
for this.
accurate way to describe how this device works.
Yeah.
that would be my turn.
Oh,
Put it on Cornelius.
One more thing.
Oh shit! What?
while wearing the crown, you cannot fail a strength saving throw.
Oh my God. This would gonna happen somehow first.
You can, you essentially, I say that with a caveat, you essentially can choose to pass up to 3 times per day.
I have legendary resistances.
To strength
Okay.
check.
Only for strength, but yeah, you essentially have legendary resistance to strength
You
for
better squash him.
I'm not.
Caehanna.
You want me to fight?
Well, maybe he doesn't want to fight now.
Hopefully he'll just surrender.
Good plan.
and
Maybe now.
take it.
Yeah, maybe now he'll just walk away.
I know, but he may still fight us, but we'll see.
Yeah, see if.
You can always hold your action too.
Yeah.
That was that or I was gonna.
Yeah,
I was
you
gonna try
can
to take the
always,
crown
you
and
can always
hold
hold
the
your
action.
action until he like attacks us.
Yeah, now that he doesn't have it, maybe be like surrender, and then see if he does. And
I
hold
guess,
it.
yeah, let's put my action and see if he attacks us. Because that.
You're gonna watch Umbriel shrink in form as Callan vaults over him and grapples and does everything I just said to him, right? You see him shrink in form and he turns around frantically and he looks at Callan, then he looks back at the rest of you, and as he looks back, his form has now changed and he looks a lot more similar to Malachar, where his wings are now vibrant white. His eyes aren't sunken and dark anymore. There's no shadows. He turns around, he looks back at Malachar. and there's like a moment of relief where he's like, and he looks back at the crown. He looks up at Callan.
Don't do it.
I
Feria.
didn't. The
It's your
barbarian
turn.
failed.
If you
to
choose,
take
if
it
you
out.
choose to do anything.
Okay. Well, he didn't attack, so I'm not going to attack him.
He looks relieved.
Yeah.
Relieved and
So I'm going to say, we'll leave with the crown. We can be done.
Okay, Isadora.
Oh, we gonna talk.
I wonder.
It's like another puzzle of some sort.
Tristan just thinks that we are supposed to go on this peacefully and harmoniously.
Yeah, I know.
As Shay's blinking.
He's not attacking.
I know he's not
angelically at us
attacking.
with his little flappers over there.
We saved him.
Flapping with his flappers.
Technically, that's peaceful and harmonious.
Yeah.
We saved him.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to save you though.
Yeah, then we got to save you
yeah.
from
I
yourself.
know.
That's usually how it works.
Save you from yourself. Yeah.
Would I be able to try and?
Yes. You can try to do whatever the fuck you want.
With him on his succeeds.
We are
It's
currently
I don't
different.
have mage hand or anything.
in
Yet.
our
Okay, well, I was gonna try and just like Eldritch blast the crown off of his head.
Oh, Adams.
Well,
Or
Yeah.
Oh,
Callan.
interesting. Okay.
Because technically it's force damage, so.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Adam, what's your AC?
16, I believe.
16. We'll add
17, sorry.
17. We'll add 3. So roll a 20 or higher on your attack.
On my
We'll say you
attack,
can you can target the crown specifically.
Okay.
'Cause it's pretty high up there. He's 40
Yeah.
feet tall now.
I'm gonna try.
Why?
why?
My
I
God,
got
that
a
was
25.
25.
16
Holy
plus
shit.
9.
How do you describe doing it? Like what do you imagine happens with your
I don't have
Eldritch
mage
blast?
hand, but I'm gonna have like the little like wispy kind of. I think once I started following Aratok that they turned kind of more gold, but so the little gold like stuff is gonna kind of. I'm trying to think of what, but all like the gold stuff's gonna come out and it's going to like kind of form into a hand, and it's gonna. It's going to go up to the very top of Callan's head and it's going to go. And it's hopefully going to fall and tumble to the ground.
roll damage?
Okay.
Callan dies.
The other guy didn't die.
Did he you?
Back.
Yeah, he said Callan Moral.
Where's this other one? Okay. 6 plus 2. 16.
16 damage. Okay. So the crown blows off, and as it does, Callan, you'll have a reaction if you choose to use it to try to catch the crown with a dexterity save.
Are you telling me to do that?
No,
Or,
I'm saying you have the option to try and do it, but
Work collaboratively.
I understand.
Work
but there's-
together.
there's-
That's what's going to kill us,
Don't do this to
bud.
us.
You know you wouldn't be able to keep it forever anyway.
Yeah.
do?
Alarian's going to pop that shit off your head so hard when we go see him.
You're
Would you roll
already
to decide?
king. You
Yeah.
already have power.
So I would say roll a wisdom saving throw to see if you are smart enough to figure out.
Yeah,
I like
You
that.
shouldn't do that
I like that.
I like that too.
if it's a character choice.
We'll say it's a 15.
He ain't smart enough.
The dice never lie.
But that is a dexterity saving throw would be a 13. So I don't know if
Oh,
that's
still not good enough.
all right. Cool.
So it flies off, and you all watch Callan like frantically try to grab at it, and he can't as it flies back.
And I'm
Callan,
shrinking.
You shrink,
Back still
I need
giant.
you to go put
Yeah.
it in your bag of holding.
and
That's my plan.
at this point, initiative is over.
Oh, I'm gonna dash the crown.
What?
Don't touch
Everyone.
Make a wisdom saving
I'm not
throw.
gonna put it on.
Does not matter. You touch the crown. Make
Yeah,
a
that's
wisdom
how you
saving
touched
throw.
it. Yeah, nope.
I have a hand I can pick it up with.
Right.
She already touched
I
it.
touched it.
She was very explicit at what she
Because I
wanted.
just went, I was going to grab it but I'm holding it.
And then I'm going to need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
What is it?
8
+1.
plus 0.
Can you roll me another wisdom saving throw?
Sure.
Because I'm going to say to Caehanna, hey
Natural
Caehanna.
20.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Well, it depends. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
I was casting suggestion on her to put it in the bag.
That's what I was going to do.
And you succeeded.
She saved against it.
Oh my god.
Oh, that sucks.
I'll get fucked.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try and shoot an Eldritch Blast at her crown.
Well, I mean,
Caehanna,
is she-
it's not your turn.
is she-
I guess.
We're out of
Oh, are we doing initiative?
I mean, now that she picked it up, we're going to continue the initiative order as it was.
Okay.
Caehanna, your strength is now 25.
Okay.
Cornelius. And then Melicroft, it's your turn after that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun game.
Here we go.
This is the fucking blade all over again.
That's what it's the Night Stalker's blade again.
I'm gonna bonus action cast my shadow, and I'm gonna put it right behind Caehanna, and I'm gonna be like, "Look, maybe we can talk this one out." And then I'm going to have my shadow follow her. I guess I can't.
Oh, Caehanna, you also grew in size.
Oh.
You are
He's a
now
big-
about 15 feet tall.
she's already a tall girl.
Oh, you could have if you successfully saved. Get your wisdom.
And then I guess I will do a call shot.
But you don't want to right now. You want to do what?
I'll do a call shot on how high of an AC this would be to hit.
What is your AC, Caehanna?
16.
It'll be a 19.
For I'm just trying to hit the
Yeah.
green stuff. Then.
We'll say you gotta
You'll
hit
see
it with a
me when I
19,
don't want
and then you gotta do
this
15 or more damage to pop it off there.
Okay, well, it's almost impossible for me to miss. So I hit on both of those due to the road running
We'll say 15 total damage if you hit with 2 attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ting
I'm
ting.
getting a plus 40 of this base here, so 6, 7, 4, 11 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 15 on the dot.
Okay, so Caehanna, you got like most primal taste of power, and it feels so good. And then, ping, and I need you to make another wisdom saving throw. Come on. 17.
No.
Okay, now dexterity saving throw.
Because you're trying to catch it.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly right. It's a very dice heavy game.
No.
So you don't catch it.
You don't catch it.
Okay.
Yay.
Ting ting. It goes flying off into the ground. We're now out of initiative
Everyone,
again.
hold on. I'm casting Mage Hand and picking it up with a Mage Hand.
All right, have your mage hand roll. I'm kidding. It turns into Mage hand.
So
How high is this major?
with one hand, I'm holding it with Mage Hand, and the other one, I'm like, here, one. And I'm going to put it in the bag of holding.
I was like, I could just
Everybody?
Misty step.
Malakar reaches his hand out. I was like, I'll take it.
No.
I
Unfortunately,
think we're supposed to return it to
You're not the person.
Eladrin.
Okay.
You can teleport us to Eladrin, if that would help.
Oh yeah, can you get us back to Eladrin?
Sure. What do we do with Umbriel?
Leave him.
I mean, we can bring him back to Eladrin with us.
Yeah, Umbriel, how are you doing,
like
man?
an HR issue to me.
How's that gonna look?
Maybe fix
He
the
looks fine. He looks
You don't
fine. He
want
looks
Atari fixing that.
very similar to Malakar, just slightly different facial structure, but very similar.
Is
I'm gonna
he bad?
detect
Is
evil
he-
and good.
I think he's fine.
I'm casting detect evil and good.
Yeah.
You get nothing but good.
Cool.
Like there's not
Umbriel, would you
like
like
your meter for evil usually always has a little bit of like wiggle, but there's like dead,
Your
like
peg
nothing.
full
It's almost like evil can't even get in.
Umbriel, would
Celeste.
you like to go to Alarian
Throbbing.
with us? Or would you like to stay here? We are going to be taking this crown back to Alarian.
I'll stay.
Is the crown itself the source of evil stuff? The little evil blip on the radar here?
I don't know.
My question would be: did you come across it, or did you aim to go grab the crown itself? You found it laying around and put it on?
Yes. I found it.
Oh, and then you touched it, and then
Yes.
All right, so back to Eladrin.
Yes, thank you for letting us take it, and good luck.
Malachar looks at all of you and says, "Okay, cool. So we did it. I think.
Yes.
Right? I guess we'll find out if you guys succeeded."
Yes, thank
And
you for our help. Your
And
help.
he finds the closest like marble wall, and he touches in another constellation, and then you see his robe light up in that similar way, and a portal opens. The king awaits.
Come on, really?
All right.
Hello.
You got the crown, so let's lead the way.
Yeah. I'll
You all
through.
walk through, and you look and notice that Malachar does not follow. He stays.
Okay.
And
Thank you, Malachar.
You all are back where you kind of started.
Yeah.
You see that same spot where you splashed some water and drank the holy water, and
We should have left the boats here.
and you see, up on top of that hill, right in that same sort of like palace, you see Eladrin, and he, just like the first time, he sees you and he.
All right, go up to Eladrin.
Greetings.
Hello.
Greetings.
How did it go?
Well, we've retrieved the crown with the orb.
How did you accomplish this?
One word at a time.
Well, Callan snatched it off of Umbriel's head.
After
Grappled
attempts at diplomacy.
We did try to talk our way out of it.
Yeah, it didn't go too well.
He did not like what we had to say.
Tried to shoot her in the face with an arrow but missed, but hit the crown off it.
How did the three of you contribute?
Well, once I saw that Umbriel was not attacking, I told him we could leave.
Yes, waited
So-
until an attack happened.
I was part of the diplomacy.
So the two of you did nothing.
They were part of our attempt to talk our way into getting the crown. We all contributed in that
We
way.
did also help with the puzzle to meet Malachar. So
Yes.
It's a tricky puzzle. Glad to see you were able to succeed.
Do you look at me?
Squinted at you.
is,
I was just
is this
picking up on
thing
thoughts. Huh?
Don't touch it.
is this thing safe to have?
Just give us a
Give
hand.
it to the
Can I
hand.
mage hand into the bag and pull it out with the mage hand?
You can try.
I think you can just dump
No.
it
I'm
out.
gonna try and mage hand into the
no.
bag.
Or just have him reach into it.
Doesn't work.
Oh,
Bags of
then-
holding, you have to like think of the object. You can't do that through Mage.
Then I tip the bag over,
Oh god.
cast mage hand on the crown, and then
He
Give it to
holds,
him.
He holds the crown.
and then start shuffling stuff back
Puts
into
it
the
on his
bag.
head. Puts it on his head. He does not grow in size.
Okay, God.
Thanks.
He's gonna break through the roof.
He says, "Thank you. What did you learn?"
Not to touch things.
Not to
Callan,
let
it's smoke
power or the desire for power overtake us.
How did you learn this?
We saw our friend Callan and our friend Caehanna here struggle with this idea, and we all came together to try and break them of this so that we could continue on our journey together through the mountains.
And I would say we also learned not to make snap judgments
About the people.
about people because of the swirling, ominous cloud of darkness. He didn't attack us,
Yes.
and so we did
Umbriel
our
was not an evil person, but
We
a
did-
person who had succumbed to this struggle.
agreed. So we did our best to retrieve the crown without hurting him or anyone else. And we successfully did that without spilling a single drop of blood.
Umbriel is a lesser god, but celestial nonetheless. I'm glad you did not have to harm him to achieve this.
Did we?
we go
Where are you all having them? Where did you get 3 bones?
Were we successful?
What?
Were we successful?
Were you?
Yes.
I feel successful. But I am curious if we are successful in your eyes enough to move on to the next
You a buzz already.
trial.
Let's summarize. You defined harmony to get to me. You met my Luminara in the form of Malakar. Accepted aid. You chose together a way to move forward. And then you brought back the crystal as requested. Does that sound successful?
Yes.
Sounds pretty successful.
I would say so as well.
Again, people listen to me.
That's the celestial version of, can I go to the restroom? I don't know, can you? Thanks.
May I?
May I go to the party?
Well, it seems you've checked every box. Congratulations. Mercuria awaits you.
Who?
Mercuria.
And he waves his hand and a doorway opens. And through this doorway you see golden
You have no fear.
celestial clouds. Not the white, but gold. Noble.
I'm imagining like the Hercules Disney movie.
Very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very much. It says, remember what you learned as you move forward. You'll need it all.
Thank you, Larian.
We
Then
proceed.
Proceed forward.
Everyone go in?
Yes.
Yes.
So, you all arrive at essentially standing upon kind of like where you got in, standing upon clouds.
Level up.
No, these clouds kind of give a glow. It's almost like dusk, right? Where it's somewhat golden hour type lighting, where throughout everywhere you see, for as far as you can see, there's this kind of noble gold. You see a palace where this clouded walkway approaches, and you hear the sound of armies in formation. And you hear swords clashing. You hear shields beating against the ground.
Callan walks a little quicker.
And you can tell this is one of the heavens of those that were the world's most noble warriors. This is Mercuria. However,
I'm loving this.
Oh yeah.
Very happy.
who's kind of leading the way here?
Callan and Fairy.
So the three of you who are leading the way, march forward.
I still haven't
Headstrong.
my fox form yet.
Chilling.
I'm on his shoulder still.
Levi, make a perception check for me.
I'm looking around.
Hey, you're nice and
Natural
warm
one.
right now.
No, wait, hold up. That's a 20.
In case you're a little
They're both marked, and
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
get it,
one of
I
them
get
is fuck me, I'm like, you know.
You notice as the three of them march forward, and you look back, and you're like a chaperone at like a school get together, and you're like, wait a second.
How many kids are there?
And you notice that Melicroft did not make it through the portal.
So you're not on my shoulders.
What the fuck?
You made it through.
What is that, fox?
He went through the portal.
You went through the portal with me, but
The portal took you different
just
places.
kind of.
Oh, well then I would have noticed that I would know.
Sure, but I had him roll. I didn't. I
Yeah,
didn't
so,
really
but
roll.
that's okay.
But yeah, you obviously noticed too.
Yeah.
As you land on your like all fours, like tails popped up.
Yeah.
There's Tin Can's not here.
Yeah.
For what?
Can we do a perception check to look around, see if we see some tinker?
I was wondering why I got
Tin
quiet
can?
and I didn't hear the whirring of gears.
I wasn't hearing some, just
You didn't feel someone like
lecturing me.
It's been quiet.
I know you're going to be Callan. I know you're going to be Callan. You have to do this, and this, Callan.
So yeah.
Did he stay back? Do we need to go back?
Is there a point of a
Do we go
perception?
back?
Can we see
no.
through the portal?
You don't see him.
Oh.
The portal's gone. You don't see him. He didn't make it through.
I don't think there really is a way back. It's just kind of more clouds.
I mean, the only thing we can do is ask the Archon of this land, I guess.
What's the possibility that he got distracted by something and just wandered off on it?
Probably very high.
Can
I think he worries about us more than he does the curiosities of the realm.
I don't know. We are in heaven.
I can send my
We
little,
are celestial.
my little elemental guy
Maybe
and give him
Freya
a
like
message.
Maybe Freya just like
I'm on this-
expedited him to the front.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what
Well, that's
He's got a VIP
that's
pass
what
in
I'm
this
Does anyone
party, you
have
know?
I think
message?
so.
message doesn't work for it.
If only we had an
It'd be
orb that
sending
could talk to
or
everything in the
something.
galaxy. Oh, wait,
No,
yeah.
Malakoff does.
Yeah, I have the thing
You have the
to
orb.
contact me.
Is
Are you
that,
not going to contact us?
we hear all the military.
Yes.
Do we
I don't
see
know
them?
what's happened yet.
Not yet. You can tell they're behind the walls of this palace.
Okay.
Right, but if when you see none of us with you, wouldn't you be like, maybe I should check in?
And when we get to that part of the story, I'll see what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, nothing happens around here without a particular reason is what we can gain, so I'm all about finding out where the Archon is.
Yeah, let's go find the Archon and then go from there.
Who wants to be?
He's in heaven. Okay? He's enjoying his time, so
If all of a sudden he got heavy and he just started falling, he's going to be falling for a long time.
he'll probably reach the material plane back when we get back to
I
our
did step
time,
out of the
so.
portal and just went right to the cloud.
Like you put him in
You
water.
saw the gold. You saw the gold, and you're like, I'm silver. I just dipped.
I just see the
Doesn't that nice? Yeah,
I don't belong here.
Yeah.
Alright, well, pop on your shoulders. Behave. Yeah, I'm lazy. It's fine.
I guess we're gonna go find the Archon
Yeah.
Yep.
and hope that
Scurry up
yeah,
the
hope
cloud.
that Melly reaches out.
You see as you get up here, even though the clouds are this golden hue, this palace is
Gold.
It's got mixes of different metals. You see the copper, you see the gold, you see the silver. But you do see at the entrance of this doorway, you see two shields on each side, each of which have this kind of blue hue on the shield made of silver with a face of a dragon on it. The door is closed. It's a typical like drawbridge style door that would like.
Is there a bell or anything?
Yeah,
Like a-
like their bell or a knocker.
There's a large rope close to the door. Ding, 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 ding. Give it a few minutes, a few moments, and you hear, and the door slowly falls flat, and like the clouds kind of make a little poof, like on the sides. It doesn't make a sound when it hits, but it just.
The dust clouds make a dust cloud.
Yeah. And you see a tall, kind of regal, noble-looking man holding a shield and holding a large-looking spear. And he's looking down at you all. He is fully armed. Like, he has armor head to toe. And he's looking at you all, and he says, "Why are you here?"
So we walk up to him. How tall is he?
6'5", 6'.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Close. I mean, you're probably.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like when you say big, I never know if they're
No, I
like
just
my
say
size or bigger or like.
no, like large man, like a man, like not what we just saw.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just like a
A
man.
mate.
We are here to take the trial of what was the place called? Mercuria.
Like Mercury.
Well,
We're on
sure
our
you're
way
the one that
to-
should be talking. She looks more like them.
We're on our way to yeah.
She's gonna use her tail to cover your eyes at this point.
We're on our way to cross.
This is not
You see a
something.
soft smile, like You must be here for the tournament.
Maybe.
Callan lights up.
What's the tournament?
Tournament.
The tournament of Bahamut. Of course. You would know that if you were here for the tournament.
We are
We
here
must
for the
for a
tournament.
test or trial, so that sounds.
There's no greater test
Great.
than that of Bahamut.
If we win the tournament, will we be able to go to the next mountain?
That is how it works, yes.
Great. We are here for the tournament.
Yes.
We're missing one of our people too. People, robot, what is he?
He's big and
Is there
Is
an
he
Archon
is he a
here?
member of your troop?
Yes.
Yeah,
He does have a name.
Is he what?
A member of our troop.
Oh,
I forget it every now
Would you be able to move forward without him?
no.
Probably not.
Then please come back when you've collected him.
and shit.
May we speak to your Archon?
Don't wait up on my account.
We can't go back.
I don't think so.
Why?
Because you're not here until you're all here.
I don't think we're allowed to speak to the Archon until we're all here. Is that what he's basically saying?
Well, you said you're missing one.
Right. We're hoping your Archon could tell us where he is.
Well, because
See this
the
world.
previous Archon opened a portal for us, and we all walked through said portal.
And he did not.
So the Archon sent him somewhere else, and we would just like to know where.
Wait here. And he pulls up the door.
Wait here.
I'm not fond of this waiting. in the
This is
lobby.
why you don't do the talking.
Shortly after you, the door opens again, and the man who was standing there, he looks over, and he looks up, and all you see is kind of like the shin guard of whoever this is, and he says, His Highness will speak to you now.
Alright.
And he like walks away like about face and like walks off. And you just see like that large foot sort of step back a couple of steps for you guys to enter.
Okay.
And as you do, you look up as you see the armor of like his like upper leg, his torso, his chest, and you see the biggest person you've ever seen in your life. He is enormous. I mean, he is the size of that great worm you just fought. Like, he is just like an unbelievably sized person. And he looks down at you all, and he kind of burrows his brow, and he's, And as he like exhales, he like shrinks and shrinks and shrinks and shrinks, and he gets down to about Callan's height, since he's like the one leading. And he kind of bows to you.
We'll back.
Greetings. Puts his arm across his chest. I'm Elias.
Oh,
Welcome to my tournament.
interesting.
Shortly, you will prove your worth in battle. If you win this tournament, you will be allowed access to the third mountain of Celestia by me. But I was told there was questions around your arrival here.
Yes.
When passing through the portal from Lunaria, one of our members did not make it. He went to the portal. We just want to make sure he's okay, and
We're not sure where he went.
yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Would you have any information
Although
on
the
our friend?
prerequisites to entering into your realm that he did not qualify.
Yes.
Oh.
What might those have been?
He needs a body, doesn't he?
No. And he looks to leave.
I mean, technically he has a body. I would argue he has more of a body than he does.
He's using a body.
Yeah.
No.
What's the prerequisite?
What are the prerequisites?
I apologize. That is for him to decide. And for him to figure out.
So he's okay though.
So
Basically,
That is for him to figure out.
he's going through his own trial while we have ours. Would you
I
say?
couldn't put it better.
Do we need to wait for him in order to be part of your tournament?
But it's up to you. I cannot tell you how long his trial will take, as time works differently here.
How long was your
I think
trial?
that there's a
like?
theme here. Time works differently here.
I would like to enter your tournament.
Yes.
Alone?
Can we? Is it a group fight or a individual?
An entry has no bounds of limit. So,
We should work together and all go in there.
did you learn anything from the previous trials to get you here?
Go count. I mean, yeah.
Yes, he's speaking one word at a time with 8 individuals is very tricky, and you need definitely
Yes.
a period at the end of it.
We definitely do.
Punctuation, that was what I was looking for. Punctuation.
Yes, we would like to enter as a group.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
No. I'm kidding. It was a joke. I'm learning.
As you enjoy your learning, I think you might be learning from me, which is a problem.
Small problem.
Now's not the time to test out your joke. Yeah.
You'll have a few days to train, to prepare. If you wish to do that here, you may. If you wish to do that elsewhere, you may as well.
Where may else we train?
That is not my concern.
It'll be here then. Here it is.
You can go wherever you want. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
Maybe we inquire as to what exactly your tournament is. Is it a
Combat.
sense of, well, I would assume combat, but are we facing a single entity? Are we facing other challenges that have entered in?
Oh yes, hundreds.
All at once, or is it like a bracket?
She will put groups together.
Who is she?
Ooh.
Are you unfamiliar with where you are?
Yes.
Extremely
Yes.
unfamiliar.
Our missing party member was our
Knowledgeable one.
celestial realms.
Understood. You are in the Palate of Bahamut. Her presence is strong here, and she is the decider of the victor. I myself am a spectator in this event, although I'm happy to commence combat if needed.
Can we train with you? You said we could train anyway.
Or persuasion.
Callan would jump at the opportunity.
I'll actually
to
say,
train from the workout.
I'll actually say with advantage because I don't think he's ever been asked.
18 plus 5 is 23.
Nice. This tournament happens once a millennia.
Oh, perfect timing.
So naturally, I've been a part of thousands of them.
I mean, this would probably be the one god Callan actually knows about.
And I've never been asked to help train. I've thought it foolish, but I thought they were terrified of me.
With
I'll
your
gladly help train you all. Callan, make a...
Except for Miller.
I gotta make this one hard. Make a perception check. It is gonna be a hard one though.
okay.
God bless you.
Oh, technically you can.
What's that?
She can bless.
Yeah?
Cool.
Do it.
Yeah, guidance, bless, whatever you want here.
Yeah, do that shit.
Can I give you guidance as well?
Yeah.
You've had guidance this whole time?
Yeah.
What does guidance do? Gives me advantage?
I don't know.
It gives you a D4
Yeah,
Oh.
to every roll.
It's like learning that gesture could heal.
Yeah.
Which means you could have been doing this every single
Bless gives me a
Oh no, it's not gonna be for this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would be guidance that you would need.
3.
But you get 3.
No, he rolls the
I roll.
D4.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, sure.
Damn. 6. Well, plus perception is 11. So.
Nope.
Okay.
This is one of those fun D&D mechanics where, like, you should have seen something, but you don't know what it is.
That's okay.
Oh, come on, what's up?
Oh, but it's juicy. That's too bad.
That's all
Can
right.
anybody else do
Can
it?
anyone else roll?
I have a
No.
passive perception of 21.
Jesus!
But I was right there. I took observance
Listen,
as my feat.
out of context of this moment, if anyone succeeded in a roll, it wouldn't matter because it's something specific to what Callan would know. So it doesn't matter if you see it because you wouldn't get it. Like it's one of those
Callan's
things.
knowledge.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why it was specific to him.
Yeah.
And,
I says
I
change.
think I have a feeling I know what it is, but well, yeah.
so he said, "I'll gladly train you.
Thank you.
Meet me in the turret." And he looks up at the top of the palace, and you see there's multiple like kind of smaller smaller turrets, but there's like the one big one that's like the wizard's tower looking thing in the middle. And he says, "That's my personal training grounds. I will make you the best."
Oh.
And you just see him like fade.
That's cool.
I did not.
And again,
expect
as you
to
guys
look
are walking through this palace, like it's pretty unique because it's busy, but not in the same busyness that you would have seen in like Mythfrost or in the meat festival, where everyone's like, oh, like check out this and here's this and like try my bread and all of it. It's not like that. It's like busy, like but with so much purpose. Like everyone here is so disciplined. Everyone here is so like has that militaristic mindset of like unity and togetherness. And you're seeing all these different groups. You're seeing groups throughout history that you would have heard about and would have been really helpful to have Melicroft here to tell you about. But you're seeing groups of very, very capable warriors.
We're all hitting on the same beat, building a house.
They're all doing different things, but again, it's like obviously it's a magical place, but like this place is significantly larger once you got in than it looked from the outside type of feeling, where you're seeing all these individual training grounds, and it's very similar to like the Hunger Games, where they all have like specific trainings to whatever their skill set is that they're trying to get better at. That's kind of what you see, like different setups of this.
Are any of them using weapons you might recognize, or like signias that from being from the militant you might recognize?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're seeing, again, you may not recognize specific people, but you're seeing specific legions of militant that you've definitely heard about that like fought in like 100 years ago battle, that like they were the ones that like they invented a specific like spearhead technique, and they're the ones who now like you replicate that sort of that
or taught in basics.
Exact, not even like advanced. Like you're taught that like special forces use that now because these guys invented it. Like you're seeing those type of people here. I need Levi. I need you to make a. Actually, we're not even make it a roll because you see this. You hear. After everyone's like clinging and clinging, you guys are all walking and you hear the loud, and you guys all, you don't really flinch because you're used to hearing Levi going, but you hear the loud pop of gunpowder exploding. And then you hear ting, ting, ting.
Beelining towards it.
Yeah. You see a rugged looking man, like grizzled man, scars across his like the side of his face as you walk up. All of you are seeing this if you're following Levi.
I mean, yeah, he takes off decidedly in any
Yeah.
direction. I'd be like, what?
I feel like the little sad kid, like, guys,
but you're hearing this like repetitive sound, and as you walk up, you see this guy just like repeat it. It's just him. Just shooting at a target. Levi, you approach this man. Very quickly, recognition comes across you. This is not just any marksman. You recognize the gun in his hand as the same gun that you carry.
Shit.
You're looking at Morgan. the man who essentially took you in, raised you, and taught you how to be a crosshair, one of the groups. He was the leader, and you're seeing him just shooting a target over and over again and hitting it every time.
Morgan.
No response.
I'm gonna pull out my gun and shoot at the target too.
And then he looks.
What are you
Well,
doing?
actually, for fun. Let's see if you get it.
3 feet to the right. Like, come on, man.
Just because it'd be badass if it does hit like 12. Yeah, whatever. We'll say it hits, just for fun. Just
13.
13. So
Oh, that makes
you hear the
That
like
makes
ting,
difference.
and then you hear the immediate ting right after of like this little metal like target in the disc. Sorry, I felt something. I didn't realize she was there. And he immediately looks over, and he's wearing kind of like a pirate, like a buccaneer type hat, with like a large trench coat. And he just kind of looks over at you in immediate like confusion. Like you see, like you can see the symphony of emotions go across him, where he's like confused, like immediate like shock, confusion, recognition, sorrow, and you just see him just hang his head.
What?
Says,
What are you doing here?
I didn't think they were gonna get you.
Who?
I thought you'd live longer than this.
I mean, technically,
He is still alive.
I'm still bound to.
What's that?
Still bound to home.
You're not dead.
Define dead.
Were you stabbed by them cultist bitches waiting for us in that relic room? Did you die that night? We were ambushed.
I died, but I'm still bound to, this hat. It's on my head.
And he like takes his hat off and readjusts. He said, now you know I don't do the magic shit. So I need you to explain what the fuck that means to me, because I don't. You're bound to a hat?
I'm as lost as you are.
So what, are you just very stylish now, or?
It's on the way.
He turns and then you put the hat back on the pile and just. And he's like.
What in tarnation?
Shay did that so well.
Practice that.
I don't know to be terrified or excited to see you right now, but
So if you're here, where's everyone else?
oh, I assume they got what they wanted.
What do you mean? Do you know what happened that night?
I have my questions. Don't have a lot of answers up here. Apparently, I'm training for this tournament, and if I win the tournament, I can go to the next spot. And then if I get to that next spot, I might be able to ask someone who knows what's going on. But I don't know. What I do know, though, is those sons of bitches lied to me. They lied to you.
Who?
Iva. And Xander.
Xander really did.
Fuckers.
Xander.
What? How did they lie to you? Like, they were responsible for shutting down the other guys.
And did they? Because from my perspective of a dead motherfucker right now, is that they were the first line of defense. And they didn't do jack shit.
I knew something was off that night.
And now they're walking around with this relic, rich off their little fancy boots. And I'm up here shooting the same target for the last, who knows, 15 years?
Well, maybe you can come back with us. We'll find out together.
What do you mean?
I don't know. We're in this tournament too. Maybe we can win and somehow barter with you to come back.
Make a persuasion check.
20, 30.
I mean, it's a better chance with 1, 2, 3, 4, with a lot than a little.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought
Listen,
so.
I got my gun. Yo, I got my guns. I can shoot well. I don't know what this tournament's gonna be, but if I can help you win and I get back home, then I'll do it.
Are you okay with training with Elias?
With that big motherfucker? Are we even gonna make it to the tournament? What do you mean? You see how big he gets? He just walks around here just.
He's going to train us.
Apparently, we're the first to ask if we could train with him.
Oh, I was shitting my boots whenever he asked if I had anyone else here.
There's a god to follow. It's Elias.
I mean, I only thought them militant folks followed Elias. I didn't realize that us regular people could do it. So, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Alright.
Okay.
To the turret.
Everyone, my name's Morgan.
Nice to meet you, Morgan.
Thank you. My boy Levi here is. I'm proud of him.
He's moving up in the world.
Well, yeah. Maybe.
He's friends with the High King of Faldron.
That's true.
Come on, Callan.
Those warrants off our backs.
Wait, what you mean?
You don't have any warrants.
He's dead.
No, I don't have somebody. Come on now. I don't think the
He's
warrants
dead.
count after
The warrants done.
after expiration, if you know what I mean.
Well, then I can get him off my back. Maybe.
Listen, I was just happy to help
Okay.
because I want to survive and I want to move on. But if I do get back and I have to live out the rest of my life in a cell, that would be ideal, I suppose. Okay. Even better. I don't do great with talking to the elderly, but I'm happy to take my hat off and bow to an old motherfucker if I need to. You know what I mean?
Well, you can just bow to me.
I mean, sure, but like
Slow your roll.
you said that your guys are friends with the High King, and I know he's an old motherfucker.
It's him.
You're the High. You yanking my
A lot of shit's happened since.
My name is Callan Shazera.
Holy shit! How you doing?
I'm not lying to you.
My name's Morgan Withers. At your service, of course.
Let's go.
Oh, you fast. Okay.
He's excitable.
He's excitable.
Cool. You guys scurry up the turret, and you walk up. Yeah, you guys walk up, and you see Elias standing at the top of this kind of like dusty. Okay, the way that I imagine this place, and I hope this makes sense. But you know, like a western where they're like standing across from each other, about to go like, you know. Imagine that without all the like old buildings, but just like you just see like you're up at the top of this, and there's kind of like where Gandalf is like being held at the top of the tower, and like it's open, and so there's like breeze and there's wind.
We all.
We've all
Yes.
seen that movie, Lawrence.
I didn't say the name of the movie. But where there's like an open, so there's like a little bit of a breeze, and you see like the sand of the fighting pit, sort of like.
That's not the.
And you see Elias standing there, and unlike the other soldiers, he doesn't have a shield. It's just Elias standing there with his like giant spear, and he's wearing his helmet, and all of you see him, and he just starts to walk towards, dragging the spear in the dirt, like in the sand behind. And he gets to the front of you all, and he kneels down, and he looks at all of you. Shall we begin?
Pull out my spear.
Oh yeah,
We're
I'll
gonna
hop
do
off.
this.
Excited.
I'll do dancing lights.
It's bright. I just go everywhere.
Why?
Because they're all pulling out their weapons. weapons. I don't use weapons. I use
I'll be
magic.
on to this movie.
I'm personality higher.
You watch Levi and Morgan go like back to back, like Army of Two, like
Charlie's Angels.
It's game Army of Two.
Secret agent.
cool. He says, "Are you ready?" You guys do your superhero pose, apparently.
It's just a compilation of
Yeah.
like, music with all of these different things that we're doing, looking awesome.
And
Little montage.
that's what we'll break there.
The Avenger circle
No.
camera.
Oh no.
Mellycroft.
Melicroft, as you walk through this portal with Anari on your back,
Yeah.
you walk through the portal. And instead of arriving as you thought, as you would have stepped into this cloudy, golden, beautiful place filled with so much armor, you would have loved it. You instead are in a somewhat familiar place. There's none of your family here, but it's a very familiar place. You are in the fane that your adoptive parents had you raised in. This is where, in Mythfrost, where all of you have been, you're in that fane. You're not upstairs in the tower and where everyone's drinking and having a good time. You're in that concrete, stoned, not concrete, that stoned building.
Yeah.
And you look around and you see the grass, and instead of seeing the city of the busy Mythfrost and hearing the culture of the city, you don't get any of that. You're simply in the fane. And there's a silence that is eerie. You're always used to hearing the ambient noises when you're here, when you pray, when you've ever prayed. Every time, there's always ambient noise. This time, there's nothing. And there's an impulse for you to go to your knees as if you were praying to Freya. But there's a moment of hesitation as you look down before you do, and you realize that you're back in Danae's form. You are not made of metal. You have your beard, your trusty beard and your robes.
That's about all I have.
And there's no one else here.
Tonight, 30 years.
While it feels like hours have passed and nothing has changed. You're here. There's no way to escape this place. You try to walk around the fane. It's a grassy hill up until nothingness. Just clouds of white. You walk back up in the fane, looking around. You remember your adoptive parents giving speeches to the masses, providing the faith and the gospel of Freya to those that needed to hear it. You're hearing those echoes, but you don't know if you're making that sound in your head because it's so quiet.
Like definitely quiet. Yeah.
Yeah, you're starting to like create sounds in your head because there's nothing.
And I don't. It's just how I remember it. I don't see anything out of place or.
The only thing that seems to be out of place here is you.
Well then, I will move towards the center of the fane where people usually pray. I'll get down on my knees.
These are the stock knees.
And Danae will pray. All right, so what's the lesson?
Oh, he sounds happy.
What am I here to learn?
You hear the sound of your 3 children playing. You hear them chasing each other, and you again, you don't see it, but you hear your wife, Hilvi, chasing them, calling their names, telling them to cut it out. And you keep hearing her say the phrase, "Your dad will be home soon. You need to behave." And it echoes and echoes. And you hear it again. "I promise your dad will be home soon. You need to behave." And it keeps echoing.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this goes on from your perspective, this goes on for weeks. Just hearing that over and over again. And then it stops. And you hear as clear as day, like she's whispering it in your ear. She's talking to Freyr, your oldest son. Sounds like she's tucking him into bed. She says, "Listen, I don't think Dad's coming home. Which means you gotta be strong. You have to be brave. You have to be the man of the house now. 'Cause I'll need you to take care of me. Can you do that?" And you don't hear Freya respond.
Mm.
You just hear her voice. "Can you do that?" Nothing. No. It's okay. No, he's in a better place. No, he didn't leave you. He's just in a better place. We'll talk tomorrow.
Ooh.
Good night. And you hear no more playful laughter. You don't hear the kids playing or chasing each other anymore. You just hear the soft sobbing of Freyr that night after she went to bed. And you hear that for the next few weeks.
Jesus.
All of this building up within you. You feel an anger within you at yourself. You feel what you didn't have to experience because you were gone. You are experiencing it now, and you don't know why. And over the course of time, and mind you, it feels like you were here for now months,
Mm-hmm.
with nothing but the soft sounds of your children growing up without a dad. You just hear it, and it's little sound bites of Yora coming back with her first grades from school, acing a test, excited, happy, talking about a boy she likes, hearing about how he broke her heart. You hear about Freyr growing strong and older, and his likeness to Danae fading, as Danae, well known for his frail frame, Freyr kept growing strong, almost out of spite. He kept getting bigger and stronger, almost like he had to play a role as a father figure as he grew up. And this whole time, it's now been about 6 months in this fame. This whole time, you continue to build. If there was a meter, like a video game, if there was a meter growing of anger and self-hate, despise, towards yourself right now, it's growing and growing. And then it's silent. It's silent for weeks. And no matter how hard you try to hear their voices again, you hear nothing. And then for the first time, you don't hear these echoed voices. You hear the footsteps behind you. You snap. And you see, dressed like she was when you saw her 65 million years ago, you see Freya in her tattered cloth clothing, just like you saw her all those years ago, sitting by a fire. And she looks to you. And she says simply, "Are you ready for your trial, Danae?"
I don't know if I am, but I feel like I need to go through this.
She just extends her hand.
I take it.
As you take her hand, the entire world around you just flatlines like a blip. Just and that's where we're gonna end the session.
Dang.
Wow. Poor Danae.
You doing okay?
Dang. Oh yeah, that's good.
Sorry about that, guys.
So,
Didn't mean to bring down the vibe.
so that's because I won't be here the next session. So we're setting a place for me to be while you guys.
Why aren't you gonna be here next session? Huh?
I'm gonna be on the
in
road.
Vegas.
No, I'll be coming back from Roswell.
Oh, whatever. He's in another
So
state.
yeah, Cody's not gonna be here.
Introduction.
Cody won't be here next week, but then he'll be back that following week, and then
I
he won't be
here the
here
following
week after. So, from all of your perspective, he's gone for the next 3 sessions.
Okay.
So,
It's okay for us to move forward with the trials then.
yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that was, you guys already made that decision, so I didn't have to
Right,
like
but,
press
yeah.
you there. But like, yeah, so just he'll be back in not next time, but the time after. So he'll be back on that session, but from
That'll be his
perspective wise, he won't be with the group. We'll be doing his
Okay.
trial
Yeah.
in between stuff you guys are doing. So
Okay.
he'll join you after
Okay.
if
That's good to know.
if he succeeds.
Okay, tell you about the travels. We get so many stuff. Like,
Oh shit! I'm still recording. Bye.